Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 34 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Blaze Inferno. If you're new to the show, hello, and thanks for coming by. And if you're a returning listener, welcome back. You know what this is, man. Y'all been waiting a long time for this one, man. This is the music edition of the podcast. Y'all been waiting. It's been almost 3 months since the last music podcast. March 7th is when we dropped the last one. So yeah, I mean, y'all been waiting a long time for this one. We recording this podcast today on May 26th, so a day before. I don't know what the fuck's coming out tomorrow, but we ain't gonna be able to listen to it in time for the podcast anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I got two co-hosts with me. You already know who they are, man. Y'all already know who they are. First, I got my boy, the mysterious Dr. Warren G, man. What is good, man?
Not officially doctor yet. Just give that some time, but we back. We here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, we got, I'm trying to think of some crazy shit to say, but I ain't trying to get this motherfucker in trouble.
Hey, man, say what you guys say. Say what you guys say.
We got Word Bird here. Fuck it, man. I was going to say some wild shit. Yeah, I mean, Air Force's very own, Air Force's finest, Air Colonel, dog, secret top agent,
I ain't there yet.
You know what I mean?
I was good with y'all.
What's good. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Blaze ENFERNO, man. You can catch me or check me out on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at Blaze ENFERNO, and also follow me on Twitch where I stream 4 times a week at twitch.tv/Blaze ENFERNO, man. Also, you can take this podcast with you on the motherfucking go, man. We on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube. We on all that. So make sure you go check us out. And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you rate the show 5 stars, man. Help us out, man. Help us grow. We working real hard, man. But yeah, y'all been in my DMs. Y'all been in my Twitch chat asking when's the next motherfucking music podcast, and it's here, man. And it's a good one because, we wanted to wait until certain albums drop.
We pushed this one back for y'all.
Certain albums drop so we could talk some shit, you know what I mean? So we have a good, thorough conversation, you know what I mean? So we gonna start it off with that, and then we'll get into, because, we did say we were going to talk about the Grammys. We're going to do that afterwards. Because I feel like the Grammys came and went, and to be honest, at this point, I don't give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck when they fucking got rid of the date and shit like that. Yeah, but we'll talk about that at the end, man. Ain't nothing crazy. But certain niggas did get robbed. Did get robbed. But certain niggas did get robbed.
Big mad.
But we talk about it later, man. We'll talk about it later. Niggas got robbed, but we got a lot of albums to talk to y'all about, man, because a lot of music came out. Now, with this podcast, I'm not saying this all we listen to, niggas. You know what I mean? Just so y'all know, niggas. I gotta address y'all as such, niggas. Yeah, you know what I mean? We listen to more than just rap and hip hop. Yeah, R&B. Yeah, we listen to more than that, but this list, we got a lot of R&B, a lot of hip hop, a lot of good shit. So we gonna get into it, man. Y'all ready to talk some music?
Even for our white people in the audience, we got Jack Harlow on this, so we looking out for y'all. We got y'all.
All right, man. Let's start out with the. We got to go way back, man, with this one, because this album came out March 10th. We're going to start off with Tana Talk 4, Benny the Butcher, man. The Butcher coming, nigga. How'd y'all feel about that one, man? We getting right into this podcast, by the way, y'all. We getting right into it, man. No long introductions, none of that shit. We jumping right into it. It's going to be a long conversation, y'all. It's going to be a long conversation. All right. So who want to take the floor with Tana Talk 4, man?
So the moment you said the Butcher was coming and you wanted to ask my thoughts about it, my response would have been, well, the Butcher was coming and he came. Pause.
Facts.
It was a good album though. If you didn't catch the gist, it was a good album, honestly.
Hell yeah.
It is I mean, like we didn't come to expect any less from the output of somebody of that ilk. I mean, he has now established himself in this game as one of those people that you look out for. He's going to give you and deliver with every single project that he puts out there. I mean, I can go down, let me pull up like the tracks that I had saved from that project and whatnot. Like I was like enamored with Johnny P's Caddy for like the longest when it came out there. But like shit like that and Tyson versus Ali. Mr. Chow Hall, Zoe's Revenge. Like it was like the it is what you'd expect from a Benny / Griselda project. 10 More Commandments. I mean, it's just it's solid. It's like can't say nothing bad about the project or anything like that. Like I mean, again, like what do you expect when you get Benny the Butcher project? I mean, one could probably even say like there probably is room for artistic development, but I mean, what you're doing with these sorts of projects is like you're giving the people what they want, especially with like the entire Griselda collective. They're giving the audience something in today's modern rap that we've been kind of craving for quite some time, especially a certain demographic of hip hop fans who've been missing the boom bap, that kind of like style of rapping, and they coming from like, a non-traditional side of New York with this kind of style and flow. I mean, you can't get mad at it, at least not for now.
Facts. I agree. I agree with everything you said. What about you, Bird? Did you give 10-4 a listen?
I got to listen to it. I didn't listen to it too many times though, but John P's Caddy definitely, of course, it got J. Cole on it, so that joint was fire.
Smirk that, John.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I really fucked with Tyson versus Ali because they had Conway on there, and for real, like when I first started listening to Benny, like I would like in Conway, like I would put them in like the same stratosphere for real. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, man. So I felt that it was hella good. I fucked with Guerrero as well. What's the Brick Nick? You know what I'm saying? Like it was good, man. It was good. Like Warren was saying, it's consistent. And what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? It's not really, you don't really put out anything that flop too much. You know what I'm saying? Something that'll leave like people who listen to him disappointed, like some other rappers do. You know what I'm saying? When they like try too much or do too much or whatever. So I really enjoyed it for real.
I will.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I will say this: like when it comes to like certain artists, like consistency can be both a good and a bad thing. And for now, we're at a spot with Benny that it's still a good thing for them. With certain artists, when they kind of ride a certain type of flow or a certain type of bag, we kind of get tired, and we kind of ask them like, well, what more can you talk about? What more can you experiment with your artistry? Exactly. Right now, they're in a pocket right now where that just works for them, and we're not complaining. We're not there yet with them.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off what Warren just said. And yeah, when some rappers get out of their realm, sometimes that's like a make or break thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you get some rappers, and when they do like a diverse thing, sometimes it's not received well. People like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, not like it hurt them or anything, but of course everybody called Drake like a singing nigga or something like that or whatever. If you look at Wiz, people mostly think of Wiz for movie songs now and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man.
Or even when we think about artists like DaBaby, like I think at a certain point we just kind of got tired of the same old with him, and we're just kind of asking what more.
Exactly. That's gonna be with a lot of albums on this list, at least for me. But for me, 10-4, like what can you expect, man? It's Benny the Butcher, man. He gonna bring the bars. Everything Warren said. He's gonna bring the bars. He's gonna give you that boom bap. Like I said, I really enjoyed the project. I think, just they said, Johnny P's Caddy, that is fucking, like when that song first came out, you couldn't help. It was still kind of wintertime. I was letting the windows down and everything. I had to blast that shit with the windows down, dog. Had to, man. 10 More Commandments. I like the whole project. It's only 12 songs. So there's not too much to hate on there. I think the only song I couldn't really stand was I think it was back 2 times, and then what was the other joint, man? What was the other song? There's another song on this album. It might have been Busta Nick Brick Nick, but I might be wrong about that. But those two songs kind of just annoyed me. Kind of the beat. I mean, the beat kind of annoyed me. I ain't gonna lie. Like like my problem with I realize what my problem is with Plugs I Met too. Was the intricacies with the beats. The beats weren't like that intricate. Like Harry Fraud isn't. I think we're long past the time where Harry Fraud was really, making really good beats and his production was really on point. Not to say like the production was bad. It just I just thought like the beats were like really basic, very bare bones, very simple. Didn't fit Benny too much. There's a couple songs that did. Him going back to Derringer and The Alchemist for this motherfucking album felt good and right at home, man. I cannot wait for Burden of Proof too, man, because they said we getting that.
I would like to disagree with your previous point though, with the Harry Fraud beats and Plugs I Met too, though.
Man, I just wasn't. I feel like that's my problem with that album, dog.
Listen, okay. Well, I mean, I would implore you to kind of revisit at least 3 songs because I have a playlist here and whatnot that I would, if anybody's interested, just hit me up because I got a playlist of like songs and the samples that they kind of utilize in order like to construct these songs, and revisit Overall featuring Chinks, Plug Talk, and Longevity. Look at the songs that Harry Fraud sampled.
Those are like my 3 favorite songs on there. And Thanksgiving, I love Thanksgiving.
Bruh, the samples that he used for those songs and how he flipped it and put it on for those, like for Benny to just murder, just impeccable. It's fantastic.
Some of them beats just wasn't. I don't know. They just. I don't know. I'm gonna re-listen to it. We'll talk about it on the next podcast. I mean, because I'm gonna definitely re-listen to it. But I just remember like I liked it, but it didn't stick with me like the way Burden of Plugs did. Burden of Proof. I mean, my fault. Burden of Proof. Burden of Plugs was the fucking tour. My fault.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fucking going to that concert with a bunch of unknown niggas and a white boy screaming at us for no goddamn reason.
Man, that joint's popping though. That joint's popping. I had a good time. I agree with these two. Like, we definitely haven't got to the point where like another artist that we're gonna talk about later on this list, that we kind of got tired of the subject matter. I mean, I'm not tired of this nigga talking about coke yet. I'm not tired about it. Most of the time, I get really tired of a nigga who gives you 12 songs and he talking about coke for all 12 of them. I get real tired of that shit. Maybe by like track 4, I'm like, all right, man, you got a song for the bitches. You got something, you know what I mean? You got something else to give us? He's like, nope, more coke, nigga. All right, well. You know what I mean? But I enjoy it with Benny, and I haven't got to that point where I'm like, oh, man, another coke song. Here we go, man. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what I would rate this album. I don't know what I would give it. I think it's like a solid 8. Solid 8.
I don't even think an album like this even deserves like a rate to kind of even like compare it to other people's, because like when you're giving me what I want and everything like that, the best I can tell you, it's solid, it's great, and it has a lot of replay value towards it. So I mean, like if it's in that 7-8 range, then by all means, it's in that range.
Is that what you think it is, though?
Absolutely.
Okay, it's good. What about you, Bird?
What I rated?
Yeah.
I say 7.5.
That's good.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right. Yeah. Look at us, man. All on the same boat. So, all right, boom. Next, we got everybody's favorite rapper right now, man. Everybody's favorite rapper. Y'all love this nigga, man. Y'all love this nigga so goddamn much. We got your boy Lil Durk, 7220 or whatever the fuck he like to call 7220. You know what I mean? People call all types of different shit. You know what I mean? This is the latest album by Lil Durk. Who he think he's Chicago Jay-Z, you know what I mean?
He's the voice.
Chicago. He got one motherfucking song with Drake and just everybody was on his dick again. Like, I couldn't believe it, but I'm not mad because I remember when he was out here talking about this ain't what you want and all that shit. You know what I mean? He came a long way from them days. So did any of y'all listen to this album?
I listened to it a little bit.
All right, Bird.
I'll
Go ahead,
say
Warren.
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Bert. Oh, okay. Well, I did, and quite frankly, the best I can say is it's not really necessarily for me because, well, when it comes to an artist like Dirk, you kind of get two sides of him, and I'm more appreciative of one aspect of his artistry and not the other. The one and what you got mostly on this particular project was like, my man's going through his feelings and his hurt and his
Yeah.
emotions and
Yeah.
all the types of stuff. And yeah. Quite
Yeah.
frankly, listen, like a lot of people can relate to it, and I'm never gonna fault anybody for like speaking on what they can relate to and everything. It's just not for me. I love it when he's a lot more aggressive, when he's actually rapping rather than the sing rapping type of stuff. Granted, like what's it? That's just the general feel, but like I would admit that he does it better than some of that like NBA YoungBoy. So I much respect to Dirk and his craft and his artistry and everything. I'll definitely be looking out for any other projects, but for me, this just wasn't for me.
Facts. What about you, Bird?
I'm gonna say I felt like a lot, not all of them, but a lot of the songs on here, like they kind of sounded the same. I liked them, but a lot of the songs they kind of had the same like type of tempo beat and stuff like that. I will say something that took me out was that he had Morgan Wallen on here. I was like, what, Morgan Wallen? I ain't think niggas fuck with Morgan Wallen like that because he got caught saying nigga and all that. But I guess, hey man, he big. He big in the country realm and all that. He get your song out there. I thought that Piss Me Off. I thought that joint was good. I believe that's the type that Warren enjoys, stuff like that. Pretty Two was pretty good, with Future and all that. But yeah, majority of it, shoot out at my club, that was good too. But I will say, like I said, I feel like just a lot of the beats was the same. So it kind of was like a coasting type album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. I definitely did coast through it. I mean, I think the one highlight for me is oh my God, what happened to Virgil? That was my shit, dog. That's my shit. That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite song, dog. My man was floating on that beat, dog. I was like, okay. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I like about Dirk is like, you know what I mean? He's in the same realm as like a little baby. He kind of float on a beat. I mean, he can really ride that joint, but I do agree with Warren. Like when he do his little singing shit, I mean, it's cool, but I can go without it. I mean, and I do agree with Russell. A lot of the album does sound a lot alike. Like most of this album is forgettable.
Yeah,
dog. I breezed through this just so I can turn on Tana Talk 4. It came out the same day.
Yeah, it came out literally the same day. Yep. So I mean, it's not a bad album. It's just, I mean, definitely put this on for the ladies. I mean, it's definitely an album for the ladies because they love Lil Durk, dog. They love Lil Durk, dog. One thing about Lil Durk, I mean, you got some weed, some Lil Durk. You're gonna have a good night, dog.
The fuck kind of chicks is you bringing over to the crib?
Hey man, listen, dog. We remember my new word is deplorable, dog. Remember, my new word is deplorable, dog. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the women. I love y'all, man. But yeah, this album's mad forgettable, dog. It's got heat on it, but like, I mean, I was still cold. I mean, I still cold in this cold world. You know what I mean?
Ain't cold no more.
I think a little time with it like did it better too because people still listening to The Voice.
Yeah, facts. Yep. I think The Voice is way better in comparison. I agree with you there. I just think he had more substance on that album. This joint's like 18. It's like 18 tracks, and like I said, it's like you forget like half of this fucking this shit even exists.
They all sound the same.
Yeah.
Maybe I think with art, it's like that. They shouldn't be trying to like overwhelm you with a lot of like material in that regard because then you run the risk of having it just kind of blend like that. Like we said the same thing about the joint album that he had with Lil Baby. They said they made like 7, I forget how many tracks they were, but they all sounded the same.
17 songs, and they were damn near all the same.
Yeah. That's how his joint with T Grizzly was too.
Oh yeah, he had an album. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, man. What would y'all rate this album if y'all had to rate it, man?
Are we going off of enjoyment or are we going off of like quality?
Like enjoyment, yeah. Like this is your personal opinion. I mean, like an enjoyment.
Mm.
I'm telling you, I'm giving it like a solid 4, man. Like,
Oh
it's
shit,
not,
I was being generous then, man.
Yeah,
not,
I was
not,
gonna be generous too, but
not to say it's a bad project. It's not a bad
yeah,
project. It's just again, like this album is just, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
enjoyment is yeah. I was gonna say a 6, but you right. Like I
Yeah.
can't say I'm bumping this joint. You know what I'm saying? I give it a 5.
a little below average. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
get it. Below average. You know what I mean? That's it for 7220 7220, whatever you want to fucking call this shit.
7,220.
All right, next we got an album we gonna kind of breeze by. I mean, because I don't think anybody else listened to it but me, maybe. Damn, y'all ain't putting on for the ladies, man. Come on, dog. You know what I mean, we got 777 by Big Lotto. You know what I mean, Big Lotto. You know what I mean, Big Lotto, man. How'd y'all feel about this joint? Y'all listen to it? Y'all didn't listen to it? Y'all listen to it?
Listen,
I mean, everybody heard Big Energy. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that song, dog? That's like the one song I don't like, dog.
Yeah. You like Sunshine?
Hell yeah.
I like that had Childish Gambino on it.
Yeah.
As far as like for Lotto's, like I wanted her to like drop a little better bars, but it was definitely good for like what you got with Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Good debut album. That's all. Like, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but good debut album. I think the first 2 songs like kind of showcase a lyricism for people like me that never really like tapped into her before. Willie by 21 Savage, you know, something for the bitches to twerk to. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's Giving is good. Sunshine is good. What's up?
I said she had better projects in the past than me.
Yeah, that's what people told me. So I'm gonna go back and listen to like Queen of the South and all that. But I enjoyed the project, man. I think my favorite song was "Trust No Bitch" because she was just going in, dog. And that's what I like. I like a female rapper that's gonna talk that gangster shit, like that. My pussy this, my pussy that shit gets like mad tiring after a while, man. It gets mad tiring. This was a very commercial album. I can tell like her label is definitely trying to push her, which is good for her. You know what I mean? But she definitely does need to come with just maybe a little bit more consistency and not have to worry too much on features. Kind of like Cardi B. Like Cardi B to me don't really necessarily ever really need features. She just gets them and they end up being pretty big songs and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I said, we're not gonna spend too much time on this.
All I'm gonna say about this is tough for female acts to kind of carve a lane for themselves when the content is just as similar as the next one, and that's kind of what kind of like I want all the female artists to win, especially in a genre like hip hop is it's so male dominated. Like, we're in a golden age right now of female artists and so on. So this is a good thing, but at the same time, I want the content to be diverse. So as far as like female artists that I'm checking for and everything like that, I got mad love for the Bias, the Rico Nasties, even Lotto. I want her to win and whatnot, but like I'm checking for when Rhapsody drop. I'm checking for her.
Big facts. Shout out to Rhapsody, man. But yeah, if I had to rate this album that I enjoy, I give it like a 6. Give it like a 6.
That's fair.
I mean, it's 13 songs. It's very consistent. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that's a good range right there. 16 songs. You know, we can have like room for 4 or 5 errors, and the rest is pretty decent. You still walk away with 8 songs that you enjoy, or 7, 6 songs that you enjoy.
Side note, like to kind of spin off of this, did any of y'all peep Coil Ray's album? Trendsetter.
Nizal.
See, I peeped a bit of it, and from what I managed to get from it it's kind of like it was like an album, but it was almost structured like an EP because she was very experimental with so many different sounds that you can never necessarily pin her down to what exactly she was trying to do. So it was kind of like it was a fun-ish type of project, but not something that I would write home about. But again, new artists, new acts, and at least I applaud the attempt of trying to find like that sound. The thing that's going to define her for her and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a listen to that. Like I said, that's another one we could put on. for the next podcast. I'll definitely give that a try, man. What were you gonna say, Bird?
I was gonna say one thing that I do appreciate about Lotto, she not in no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no beef with her and somebody else, you know, that's like out there on like a scale people. Cause you know, that's what people say. Like a lot of times, like with hip hop female artists, like they always put that against each other because people think it's only room for one John. You know what I'm saying? So I
Bert,
appreciate that she's
Bert.
not doing that. And I was gonna say I feel like she can be one of those female artists to like really step out and all that. Like I said, she's real talented. I just feel like this project wasn't as good as some of her past.
All I gotta say about that is wait till she blow up, and then they'll start pushing the beef down your throat. Like the moment, like what's it? Female artists have room to come up, but the moment they like see some minor glimpse of superstardom, then they start throwing around the beefs,
Facts.
and it's fucked up.
Facts. But that was it for 777 by Lotto. And like I said, you know, I will give Coi Leray a try. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, you know, she makes very fun music. From what I always hear, like I like that song she got with Nicki. That was pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm checking for it, nothing like that. But I'm gonna check that out. So now we get into some heat. Next album is gonna be some heat, man. All right. This is probably, I'm not gonna say it is, but it's probably my favorite album of the year. Maybe my second favorite. I don't know yet.
Damn.
Yeah, I love this joint, bro. And that is I Know Nego. By Nego. By Nego, man. I Know Nego.
Bert, I don't ever understand why you find that so funny. Like the fact that he brings up Nego so many times.
By Nego. How did y'all feel about I Know Nego? By Nego. How'd y'all feel about this joint? Because I fucking loved it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fucking loved it.
Let me ask you this: did you love the Kid Cudi joint on there? Then
which one is that? That's
I Want It Bad.
Nah, I hate that joint.
Nigga.
I hate that joint. Yeah. 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 I mean, I like Kid Cudi on Donda.
We're not going to address that. We're not going to address that, no.
I like Kid Cudi on Donda. He was cool on Donda, you know what I mean?
But anyway, with this album, are we even calling it an album? It's like more like a compilation. It's like another like DJ Khaled joint from someone who's not as known as DJ Khaled. And honestly, I liked it, but can never put it as like album of the year. I would say that it's fun. I say it's about like 2, 3. Like I like the "Come On Let's Go" Tyler joint, the introduction that sampled Three Kings and what's it?
Okay.
Slim Thug joint.
Okay. That's my shit, dog. Yo, what?
It was great to hear Rocky rap for quite some time. Okay, that's for goddamn sure.
Thanks.
But what's it? It was just a fun project. But like when you throw around like, you know, favorite albums or album of the year, I need to have some sort of structure or concept to it that makes me kind of think, yo, this is great. I mean, the music is solid-ish, you know.
You just said it though. You just said the reason why. I think this album is very fun. The music is very the beats are very like enjoyable. You know. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you two know how I feel about Pharrell, dog. Like Pharrell, I feel like he's overhyped sometimes. I mean, he good at what he do.
Blasphemy right there, nigga.
But he did his thing on this album, and
Virginia gonna come for you, nigga.
Hey man, let him come, dog. Pause. I mean, but I enjoyed the shit out this project, bro. Like Punch Bowl was good to see my man Malice back, dog. Like. Yeah, you know I mean, like A$AP Rocky on a couple songs. We got Teriyaki Boys on the one joint, man. We ain't heard them since I wonder if you know how you live in Tokyo. Come on, man. You got the best song on the album, which is arguably the Lil Uzi joint. I love that Lil Uzi joint, dog. To hear my man Uzi on a fucking drill beat, I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we had Hear Me Clearly, which is probably one of the best songs on Pusha T album. You know what I mean? But we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, man. We're gonna get to that. You know what I mean? But you know the Remember joint with Pop Smoke and Nego, man. Like, come on, dog. Come on,
Yeah, I
man.
fucked with that joint.
Yeah, I thought the project for 11 songs, again, there's very little room for error, and there wasn't that much error to me. I think Want It Bad isn't a bad song. It's just I didn't really like it like that.
Mm-hmm.
For what reason besides the fact that Kid Cudi's on there?
Probably just because Kid Cudi's on there, dog. I keep it real. I have my arms folded like this the whole time. I was like, man, what the fuck is this nigga saying, man? I mean, shit. The Tyler joint is, like I said, that song is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's just every time Tyler raps, I enjoy it. I mean, gotta love every time.
Tyler only getting better. He's only getting better.
Facts, big facts. We got Gunna, free YSL. Yeah, I mean, free YSL. We're gonna talk about that later in the podcast too, man.
Do we need to talk about that?
We need to talk. We need to talk about my man's though. What you trying? You trying not to get booked, nigga? Like what you scared? He's scared. We are not affiliated with YSL or any other group.
They knocking at your door right now for just mentioning them, bro.
Real shit. But Byrd, how'd you feel about this project, man?
I fucked with it, bro. It's like you said, it was like real fun. And Warren made a good point saying that it felt like, like a DJ Khaled type, but them Jones be cool because like to me, it was like I'm saying, hey yo, come fuck with me. And he basically
Thanks.
it's like showing it like how diverse he can be and rapping on different type of people's flows. You know what I'm saying? And like either following their lead or you know what I'm saying, telling people to like come with him. So it was fun. It was hella fun. I enjoyed it. Remember was hot. Come On Let's Go definitely was hot. I ain't dislike Want It Bad. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga's just a hater. This nigga over here.
And it started off though with the Lost and Found freestyle, bro. It was all fun. It was all fun.
Facts. If I had to rate this album, I ain't gonna rate it yet. I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna see if it can stand the test of time, and see if in December I still feel the same way I do. So I'm not gonna rate it yet. No rating on this one yet. How about y'all two?
What's it? 6, 7 for me.
Okay. That's fair though. That's fair.
I will give it its credit because like when it comes to like compilation albums and everything like that, we're so used to like the DJ Khaled formulaic kind of structure and how it kind of goes about to the point where it's kind of gotten outdated. This felt like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
This felt like something different. This felt like something new and something different that he would bring into the table when it comes to these sorts of things. So I will credit him for that with this project.
I felt like a weirdo listening to this motherfucking album, but I ain't give a fuck. Like, this shit was fire. I don't know why, but I felt like I kept like showing people the album. They're like, "What the fuck is this dog and this duck and shit?" Like, the fuck? I was like, "Man, I know Nego by Nego." But what about you, Byrd? What would you rate it?
Yeah, I give it like a 7.5 or something. Because I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Warren said, it's not like going to be album of the year or anything like that because typically albums of the year they do have like a stick to it. You know what I'm saying? A theme or something like that. But if you just want to like throw on a dope song or whatever, throw that joint on.
Facts, big facts.
This is big playlist music, right? For real.
That's literally what it is. You can literally put this joint on and just do what you gotta do. Wash the dishes, do some laundry. You know what I mean, I want to fold clothes for you. I know Nego by Nego. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get into my other favorite project of the year, man. Yes, this was my other favorite project of the year. I think this might be the contender for album of the year. Maybe, I don't know. Not really. It might be like third. It might be like third, maybe fourth, maybe nah. I don't know yet. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the year, man. I'm just keep saying, oh yeah, that's my favorite, and yeah, I mean, it might not be my favorite.
You throw that word around so goddamn frequently.
Yeah,
thanks. Dog, I enjoyed this project, and that's D-Day, a Gangsta Grills mixtape by fucking Dreamville, dog. That shit was fucking heat. The first song on that joint, I was like, yo.
That's how you start something like that off.
Listen, and I'm gonna give it a rating right now. It's a 9. It's a 9. It's
7,
a 9.
8. I'll go 7, 8.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'll give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna rate it now. Because let me tell you this, y'all. All right, for y'all that are listening, this is a mixtape. There's a lot of like other people's beats on this joint.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's a gangster
dog. Everybody did they fucking thing on this joint, bro. Like everybody did they fucking thing on this joint. Boz went in.
Ari Lennox.
Ari really showed her shit off on this joint. Showed her fucking ass.
Can we talk about that?
Man, she a star.
What is it called? Blueberry or whatever the fuck it's called. Blueberry sap or blackberry sap or some shit.
Yeah,
Blackberry sap.
Sap. Yeah, she got
dog. Showed her ass on that motherfucking song,
bro.
Dog.
Coming down.
Facts. She killed that. And that's a cover.
Goodness.
That's a cover, dog. She
destroyed that. I don't know how.
It's a 9. It's a 9.
Do something like that to that. It's great.
It's a 9. It's a 9. It's a 9. You got Ghetto Gods Freestyle, which is fucking fire. You got Everybody Ain't Shit, which is probably like my second favorite song on the album. I love that joint, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Earth Gang, bro.
Yeah, man.
Josie Flows is probably my favorite joint on there.
Yeah, that's a good joint too. That's hell yeah. Yeah, Earth Gang's fired, bro. Like they some swaggy niggas, dog. Like,
you said that last time.
They some swaggy niggas. They just some swaggy niggas. Like they swag is out of this world, bro. Like shout out to Earth Gang, dog. Shout out to Earth Gang.
Did you ever listen to American Gods, by the way, their last album?
Nah, not yet. I listened to the Future song like y'all told me to.
Here's the thing. It's not as good as Mirrorland, but it is still a good album.
I'm gonna peep both, and we'll talk about that on the next one. That's another one for the next joint. You know what I mean? Because I think this summer's gonna be kind of dry with music, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we got all this shit.
All I'm saying, Joey Badass coming and Saha the Prince. That's exciting for me. All right.
No, it's exciting for me too, but I'm gonna keep it real for you. I think all of the heavy hitters literally dropped. Like
once Kendrick drop, like how you gonna follow that up? You know,
Drake ain't dropping this year. We know that.
Oh, you better sit that ass down after Certified Lover Boy for quite a bit. All right, I ain't checking for that nigga for a little bit.
No, we're supposed to be getting a finalized version of Donda 2 on streaming platforms. So,
all right, like nobody gives a fuck, bro. Okay, move on.
I mean, that's big facts. I feel the same way.
Nobody gives a fuck. Move on, okay? Let's assess D-Day now.
It's almost like it didn't happen. For real.
Exactly.
Like, I know niggas that bump Donda like crazy. I'm going over somebody's house. Donda. You don't never hear nothing about Donda 2, bro.
That was a wormhole, dog. That's like literally one day. One day it was all Donda 2. The next day where Donda 2 go?
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this stem player now?
Yeah, man.
You better get creative, nigga. But yeah, this album is fucking dope. Like I'm just like I said, Ari Lennox showed her ass, Earth Gang showed her ass. Fucking J. Cole did it with freedom of speech. Did it for me. J.I.D. showed off. Shout out to Sheck West for being on stick, by the way. I miss Sheck West, dog. I miss that nigga, dog.
Didn't he beat somebody or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't listen, dog. Hey, I just listen to the music, nigga.
He just threw his hands up. I was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh man,
I wasn't there when he did that shit, so I don't know.
We ain't shit.
Ballin' in Newport, that joint's crazy. Big Trouble freestyles, a nice joint. Yo, the whole project's hot heat, dog. Like,
The way I would describe it is, it was like take Revenge of the Dreamers and just make it much more street. It is, and it works.
literally,
Yeah.
take all the not all the conscious shit out, but take all of it, dumb it down a little bit. Dumb it down for the niggas. Dumb it down for the niggas, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Dumb it down for the niggas, dog. Project was hot. 47 minutes, good runtime. Yeah, I mean, what is the?
I was gonna say, bro, I was gonna say when you brought it up there, and after hearing you say "I know Nego by Nego," you said D-Day. I thought you was gonna say by D-Day.
I almost did. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh man. It's a good ass podcast, man. Y'all better rate this joint 5 stars, man. Give it 5 stars. Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, y'all got anything to add, man? Byrd, Warren, before we wrap this one up?
No, I'm just peeping the list now. I can't wait till we get to the next one. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Oh, y'all really like this one,
bro? It starts, bro. That shit starts off, and you already like, yo, this shit fire.
Let's go, bro.
From the beat.
Let's fucking go.
All right, bro. They talking about Last Ones Left by 42 Doug and ESTG. G or whatever is it? ESTG.
ESTG.
All right.
G.
No, I was confused. Last Ones Left, y'all. How y'all feel?
Bro. Ice Talk started that shit all right, bro. The beat, bro. The man. Let me not even do that. I'll do us a disservice, bro. That shit was just fire, man.
Bruh, the piano is menacing. How you gonna start with a menacing ass piano sound? I don't even know. Okay, I felt dangerous listening to this shit.
Listen, they locked my man 42 Doug up for this shit, dog.
Bro,
he said this shit's too heat, dog. This shit's too fire. You got to go to jail, dog. You got to go to jail, dog.
We still ain't freeing them boys.
And this shit came out when I was back visiting Philly, bro. I was on guard after listening to this shit. I was on guard, nigga. I was like, damn, this how niggas coming out here, bro.
Dog, what's that song called? What's my shit, man? Free the Shiners. Oh my god. The first time I heard that song, I was like, yo, am I gang affiliated after listening to this song? Am I gang affiliated? Nigga, am I 42 Blaze? You know what I mean? 42 Inferno after EST Inferno out in this bitch, because this shit got me feeling like I want to do something to somebody, dog.
After listening to this, I'm like, yo, Gotti, he got a team going. All right?
Real shit.
Yeah.
He got a team going with these niggas, okay? This like, if this is what we're gonna be expecting from like any like, and what's that I saw? Was it like the double XL cover that had like his CMG roster with him, Mozzie, Moneybag Yo,
man.
And 42 Doug wasn't even on there because I'm guessing his nigga was in jail, of course. But like ESTG and all that kind of stuff, yo, his roster is heavy.
Yeah, bro.
Big facts. The modern day MMG, dog. Modern day MMG.
I was about to say that, bro, because like if
I ain't mad at it.
If you think back to the early 2010s, I think about like Warren singing certain songs, and if you listen to this joint, you listen to what is it, Whole Gang Bus? That sounds like something Warren, Whole Gang Bus, like, bro. Just shit like that, bro. It was
big facts. Yeah, this joint was heat, man. It ain't too much more to say, but if you like trap shit, you want to hear some, like I said, word of the month is deplorable. Some deplorable nigga shit. Please go listen to this motherfucking album, man. What would y'all rate it, man?
Yeah. Enjoyment.
Yeah. It is enjoyable for sure.
Enjoyment. I give it. It's crazy because you don't want to get something too high and all that, but enjoyment. I give it an 8.5, bro. This that shit that I can't play when I'm on bass, man. I can't play this shit when I'm on bass.
And this that shit that I play
on my ass, bro.
And this that shit I play around the suburbs just to scare white folk. Absolutely,
yeah, bro.
Shit, man. Real shit.
I gotta turn to my complex and turn the music down.
Damn, dog. Yeah, I give it like a 7.5. I liked it. I think it's a little long, 17 songs, but I enjoyed it.
Nigga pulling up into my driveway playing dump shit and whatnot. Bass go crazy on that motherfucker.
Real shit, dog. Damn, I'm listening to this album after this, Joe, man. Go peep Last Ones Left by my boy 42 Doug and ESTG. You know what I mean?
As far as my rate is concerned, I mean, like, what's it? As an album and everything, it doesn't even need like a high rating because it's like it's a project with like, you know, a joint project. Just have fun with it, all right? Fuck it. We know it's not gonna be album of the year consideration, but regardless, it was thoroughly enjoyable. It was thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So there we have it with that one, man. So there, like I said, Last Ones Left, 42 Doug and ESTG, man. Make sure y'all go check that joint out, man. Go peep that shit. The next two albums, I'm gonna leave this up to my boy Warren G, because like to be honest, I keep trying to listen to this next one, and I get like halfway through. And I keep playing another album that we're gonna be talking about later on, and that's gonna be the theme of this podcast. Is once we get to this album, everything after was like, yeah, I listened to it, but I went back to this, dog. I went and cleansed my soul with this shit, man. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get to that because listen, we're gonna spend a lot of time on 2 albums, like 3 albums on here. You know what I mean? But the next one we got for you is Ramona Park Broke My Heart by Vince Staples. I mean, I keep trying to give Vince Staples a chance after his self-titled album last year. That was pretty good. And I just want to give him a try. But like, to be honest, I didn't fully listen to the project yet. And I feel like Warren did because this is kind of up his alley. You know what I mean?
What made you think that? I just want to know.
Who's your man's? I thought this was your man's.
When did I ever claim Vince Staples?
I thought that was your man's.
He was about to turn it over to you, Warren. Goddamn.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute, what?
I thought this was your man's. Shout out Vince Staples, though. It's just, listen, bro, like.
I think he's a funny bull, too. I think he's multi-talented, but if I'm going to be fucking honest, I don't got a single joint from him on my goddamn library.
Damn, dog.
It's not like
you ain't listen to Ramona Park Broke My Heart?
I mean, now I would because I'll feel bad.
So we're going to come back to that one, y'all. Sorry about that.
We'll check that in the next podcast.
I bet they mustard on the joint, though.
What made you think I fucked with Vince Staples like that, though?
What is it, Rose?
I ain't never said anything at any of our chats.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought it was your man. Just like I thought 5-Year Forum was your man's, dog. Like, shit, I thought that was your man's. I thought that was your man's, dog. I thought you couldn't wait for Vince Staples to drop it.
I can wait.
I thought this nigga was excited.
No,
Vince Staples though. Shout out. Yeah, I mean nothing bad.
Nothing bad, but it's like that's like I wasn't knocking down doors to hear Vince Staples again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he got a couple joints on here that he heat, but like I said, I didn't finish it yet.
To fill up the time gap for our assessment of this album, though, I will want to ask this one question, and I need to ask Derek this, and Byrd, you stay out of this, okay? You just be a passive observer while I ask Derek this, okay? Derek.
Shit. Yes, sir.
Do you know who the fuck D-Smoke is?
No.
All right, cool. We can move on now.
Nigga, you petty as shit. Nigga, you petty as shit. God damn.
Who D-Smoke?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. This nigga was apparently Grammy nominated, so yeah, we don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Oh yeah, moving on. Moving on.
What's the name? Trail to get on this one because he a D-Smoke fan and shit like that, bro.
Oh,
Fuck is D Smoke?
Are you serious, man? Y'all playing, man.
Nah,
no,
let me go
you
peep this.
deadass. Who the
Peep
fuck D
this nigga.
Smoke?
Fuck is this nigga?
D Smoke, Grammy nominated, nigga.
This nigga look like he fucking smoked Black and Miles and shit.
Hey, man.
I saw that comment
Nah,
you made.
Warren hating because that nigga was on the episode of Bel Air and Will and his homie was going crazy because it was D Smoke. He was like,
no,
Smoke.
nobody ever is that excited about D Smoke. I will die on this hill. Nobody gives a fuck about D Smoke.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't.
Oh shit.
Where he from, bro? From Inglewood, okay.
Yeah,
L.A.
bro.
nigga. L.A. nigga, okay. All right. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I might peep. I doubt.
Nice,
Probably
bro.
not.
You won't. You won't. You fucking won't. None of us will.
Shout out D Smoke too, I guess, man. Shout out D Smoke, man. So yeah, we gonna get back to you about the Vince Staples joint. I hope none of y'all upset about that shit. I'ma just keep it real, man. There's a lot of good albums that came out. Like this next one, I listened to it just because I mean I like ratchet trap shit, and you know I thought 5EO was going to deliver with this joint. I mean we got 5EO's Bible. How'd you feel about Bible, man?
Oh, fuck you, Bird. I'm just peeping the chat. Move it on. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I can't defend them too much, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta get the niggas that can, all right?
Oh yeah, we got some after show material waiting on me for this. Okay, but all right. But to answer your thing about 5EO's join, thoroughly disappointed. Everything sounded the same, but then again, this is what's in New York drill and whatnot, which is like the bastard child of UK grime and Chicago drill music, and I can't stand it.
Oh damn, dog!
You sound like an angry uncle talking about this nigga, bro. God damn.
Dog, I only say like one jump. It is all like first and foremost, okay, like let me just get on my little fucking soapbox real quick, and I'm gonna offend some people right now, okay? Anybody in our audience who is a fan of like UK grime, I'm here to tell you this: your music is trash. It's trash. UK grime. It is like, and I don't say this. I won't even say that about country or other things. I'm like, yo, what's it? It just might not be for me. It has its own type of unique characteristics that appeal to a certain type of demographic. UK grime is just straight up trash. Everything sounds the fucking same, okay? And how do you take something like that and then interpolate that into like the American sound and whatnot? Just put English American English lyrics onto some shit with weird reverberated ass beats and shit, and it's fucking trash. It's fucking trash. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This album, it wasn't it, bro. This joint, I think 5EO. I mean, he let Kanye go to his fucking head, man. Cause like this joint just wasn't it, man. Like it started off really good. Like On God was good. Through the Fire was good. Magic City, I liked, even though the chorus was like kind of repetitive. City of Gods, like we basically got Discount Empire State of Mind, or the nigga version of Empire State of Mind.
It really is, okay. And Alicia's voice sounded annoying on that bitch.
Yeah, facts, man.
And I love me some Alicia, but damn,
she lost her ability to sing, dog. It's all right, man. We got Changed on Me. That's a good joint. I like that with Polo G, Vori. And I'm gonna keep it real. That might be all. The joint Blueface is hot too. Left Side, that joint hot too. Oh, the joint with Lil Yachty is fire too. Slime Them, that joint's heat. But like, that's not enough substance for an album that's almost a fucking hour long, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Like, this is a good debut. I'm not mad. I think 5EO has a lot of room to improve after this and only get better. Like, I think, the same can be said about, like I said, like with Lotto, like there's only room to go up from here. You know what I mean? I don't think this was like a downgrade or, he fell off or, it's over for the nigga. I think, no, like, I think this is a good starting point. And I think, you know what I mean? He running the city right now. K-Flock in jail. You know what I mean? K-Flock is gone, dog. You know what I mean? Pop Smoke is dead, R.I.P., man. Rip the Woo, man. I miss Pop Smoke every day. Every day I think about Pop Smoke, dog. Yo, listen, every time Scenario come on, I cry a little bit, dog.
This nigga.
Dog, real shit. When I hear Scenario, dog, I'm like, oh my God, dog. That nigga really gone, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, not to segue off or nothing. That was a rapper's death that really hurt me, dog. Like, I know, like, a lot of people say, like, Juice WRLD, X, this nigga, that nigga, Nipsey, you know what I mean? Dolph, yeah, Dolph hurt too, just because he was just a good nigga, dog. That's a good nigga. But, man, we lost Pop fucking Smoke in his prime, bro. Like, oh my God, dog.
Not even. The nigga was young as hell.
It was in his ascendancy, really.
Yeah, he was just warming up.
He was about to take over, yeah.
He was like 19 or 20.
Yeah, he was young.
He was like 21 or something like that.
Either way, real young in his ascendancy. He was about to hit superstar like status. Okay, yeah, in his ascendancy.
So, Fabio kind of run the city right now, and he doing his thing with this joint. I thought the album was alright, but it's not really for me.
Listen, when it comes to Fabio, you can just tell whenever you see him featured on anything that anytime artists kind of bring him on, that it caters to his sound. It's almost making him. It makes it seem as if like he's this one-dimensional artist. When I know for a fact he can do more. Like I always recall back to the Joan Spicy with that he featured with Nas project. Different type of beat, not in the slightest UK drill beat or anything like that. Just a standard beat, and he can rap on that joint.
Yeah, Fabio, like I say, he can only go up from here, dog. But
I need to see more of that. Is all I'm saying. Like like the potential is there. Fabio is mad talented. Fabio, when he featured on a couple, like when he off the grid, was probably one of the best verses of that year. All right,
facts.
Five has amazing potential. I just want to see more. When you're giving me your debut album and whatnot, that's just usually for a lot of artists. That's like their best piece of work because it just shows you the plethora of how well they can just put things together. They put it all out there for you to digest and everything. And this just seemed like he stuck to his comfort zone. And that I can't appreciate. I need to see that hunger. I need to see that desire. I need to see, diversity. Like you need to display your artistry.
Thanks.
When you're giving us your debut.
I agree. Like I said, this is like a solid 6. I ain't moving on that. That's like a 6. It's like a 6. Because it's not bad. It's not amazing.
Ain't good either, man.
I'm giving it a 6. Man. What about you, Bird? How you feel about Bible? Bible?
I ain't listened to the joint at all. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't peeped the joint at all.
That's
My
good.
bad.
No, you good. You good.
My bad.
What about you, Warren? What would you rate this joint?
Probably go like 5.5.
Okay, that's good. Honest.
I'll go back and peep.
And that's it for Bible by Fabio Foreign. Now we get into the heat, dog. We're one album closer, baby. One album closer to talking about probably the best album of the year.
It's a dry heat right now.
It is. Yeah, I mean that's a good little metaphor because it's
nice little segue.
Some would say it's almost dry. You know what I mean? Some would say it's almost dry. You know what I mean? It's almost dry by Pusha T, man. By Pusha T. Now Pusha T gives us his first album in like fucking 6 years. You know what I mean?
It ain't been that long, has it?
Well, Daytona. I forgot about Daytona. I always forget that Daytona is an album. I always think.
I wouldn't be mad if you. I wouldn't be mad if you didn't count it. I wouldn't be mad if you didn't count it.
Daytona's fire.
Man, listen. I don't count nothing like that shit, bro. Nigga, you know what I did when Daytona came out? I listened to it on a walk to Wawa and walked back and was done. All right. I went on a brief Wawa run and then that was just the album there.
27 minutes, dog. Hey man, but it's almost dry, man. It's his first album in a long time. He's got good production on here by Pharrell and Kanye West.
It's a guarantee when you're talking about Pusha T. You gonna get some Pharrell.
How'd y'all feel about this joint, man? How'd y'all feel about this joint, man?
Hella mid.
Yeah. That's the. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, to me, that sometimes that's okay. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's Pusha T. You know what I'm saying?
And like, I don't have no problem with, like, honestly, say what you want, Derek. If this nigga gonna talk about coke for the rest of his life, I ain't got no problem with it. Right?
Even Diet Coke.
This is the nigga. This the nigga I was talking about earlier on the podcast where I was like, yeah, there's an artist on here where they been talking about coke. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of the coke, man. I'm tired of the coke bars.
Listen, man.
Is he endorsed by Coca-Cola?
He better be shit after all this.
Man.
Bro, listen, Derek. When you go to Home Depot, all right, you go in there for the wood, right? Like, you know exactly what you're gonna get when you go to Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of how it is. That's kind of what
a faucet.
Yeah,
it's pause.
Well, listen, we can even talk about something else. Like, when you go to KFC, you go in there for chicken. You know exactly what you go in there for, okay? And they deliver on the product every single time. That's Pusha T for you with his music, okay? It's a reliable, brand name. You gonna get that Coke, all right?
Well, you gonna get that Coke, dog. You gonna get that Coke. But, talk about the album. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he gonna Coke bar you to death, dog.
But that's not the problem with the album. By no means, okay? No, like, that is not why the album is mid, okay? That's, if anything, that was the shining part of the album. I look forward to Pusha T projects for more Coke references, all right? Coke bar me to death, please.
Listen, this is my issue, man. Maybe it might be y'all's too. I think Pusha T feels himself a little too much, dog. Like, I think he thinks he's like this top lyricist. Like, he thinks he's like one of the best or the better MCs in the game or something like that. Like, I don't think his bars are that intricate or hard to, like, comprehend. I just think you really just need to listen. And I think
sometimes they can be.
Well, I think I don't know if I was talking to you about this beforehand off mic, but I only half believe you on that, because I do think he is a top tier lyricist. Pusha T is that good. But however, if I'm going to be frank, if we're talking we're talking like back in the days of the clips, no, I think I was talking to my brother about this. Dog, Malice was better.
So let me tell you this. I think, to rephrase what I'm saying, I think the problem is it's the subject matter. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that hard to talk about something you've been talking about for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, you better come with the similes and the metaphors and, and that shit just better. You know what I mean? When you say something about it being raw, I mean, we supposed to be like, oh, damn, that's a Coke reference. Like, I mean, like, we supposed to get that, man. I mean, it's Pusha fucking T, man. You know what I mean? Like, we get it.
I mean, it's in the fucking name. He gonna push that Coke to you, though.
I mean, but I don't think the album is like anything crazy, but it's just mid. Like, the best song is Neck and Wrist. Neck and Wrist is fucking fire. Diet Coke is a nice little flow.
I like Call My Bluff.
I like Call My Bluff too.
I like Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll.
Everybody's with this Kid Cudi on it.
Nah, Kid Cudi's on it.
See, I fucking hate
no
y'all.
Way. I like that joint. I liked it. I think Dreaming of the Past is the better Kanye song on the album. Yeah, I mean, Dreaming of the Past is definitely it for me. But yeah, Scrape It Off a Lil Uzi. That was a surprise to see that. That was dope. But the project is mid, dog, and y'all old heads are fucking lying to yourselves. Y'all think this is the best album of this fucking year. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, let's go off there. Go off there. Talk to him real quick.
I mean, y'all old heads bugging the fuck out. This shit is if this ain't even Pusha T's best work, so how the fuck is it the best album of the year, dog?
Yeah,
I feel like the production outshines him and the features outshine him altogether, dog.
I think that's always the case.
Jay-Z killed him. I mean, we expected that. Jay-Z killed him. Jay-Z killed him.
We slandering this nigga now. Oh my God.
Jay-Z killed him, dog. Jay-Z killed
Jesus.
him. He said, y'all niggas still fake wearing fake rollies shockingly. I was like, damn, dog, that's on fire. Holy shit. You know what I mean? And I actually like both of their flows on that song, how they raise their voice at a certain point and bring it back down and then raise. I really like that shit. And then Jay-Z kind of followed up and did his own little version of his flow on that joint. Like, I love that song, man. He said, Hove gonna always be Hove. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, let's go, nigga. Talk that shit, man. You know what I mean? Yo, that was a good song, dog. That is probably the standout song on the album. But every time Jay-Z and Pusha T get together, it's fucking fire. Like, what was that? Drug Dealers Anonymous? That song is fucking heat. That song is heat. You know what I mean? But I just think Pusha T just was very lackluster on this joint. Very almost dry on this joint. You know what I mean? Keep it real with you. To keep it real with you, he
really did that shit.
He was almost dry. You know
oh shit!
I mean, I'm trying.
We gonna end it like that. We gonna end it on that.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to follow up after that.
I'm gonna hurt your old heads with this one. It's like a solid like 6, bro. Like 6.5. Like, and I'm standing firm on that, bro. Like, I probably listened to this joint and was like, okay, it came. We got Pusha T, man, and I went back and listened to something more enjoyable. And I keep trying to go back to this album, but this next album that we about to talk about.
This nigga about to go off now.
So we done with It's Almost Dry. It's time for me to. It's time. Is it time? Is it time? What's our rating on It's Almost Dry, yo? What's the?
I agree with you. 6.5.
Yeah. Damn,
Okay.
666. Damn.
Yeah, 6.5. Almost a whole gram. All right, wait, that's not a gram. What's that? That's I don't know. I don't know Coke math. If Pusha T was here, he would help me. He'd help me. I never sold drugs. I'm not affiliated with YSL.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. I am not affiliated with YSL.
All right, but that was It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. I mean, and now we're gonna talk about
Contain yourself, dog.
We made it. We had the best part of the podcast, baby. If you don't know what we about to talk about, I know the listeners like Kendrick. Y'all about to be upset. Future, baby. I never fucking liked you, man. I never fucking liked you, dog. I never fucking liked you, dog. Dog. What can I say, man? Oh my God. Before he put the 6 songs on there, the shit was heat, dog. Then he put 6 more in the motherfucker. I was like, damn. I just woke up and there was 6 more songs on that bitch. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he ain't waste no time.
Listen. Can I talk about the intro, bro?
Just go. Let him have it. Let him gush for a bit.
The intro. Dog, that intro, man. Like, dog.
This nigga sound like he's about to cry. God damn.
I'm like, nigga, what the intro? Intro broke me down, bro. I put my old head on the intro. He ain't stopped listening to it since. Shout out my boy Pete Miller, man. Yeah, I mean, I put my old head on that shit. Dog, 7:12 p.m., dog. Oh my God, dog. Oh my God, man. He said I was rolling off a pill. I ain't even mean to fuck that bitch. I was like, damn, dog. Talk your shit, nigga. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. I was like, yo, listen, dog. If you ain't enjoyed that intro, man, just tell me y'all like the intro, man.
Hell yeah, let the door swing. I smell cocaine, Pusha T in there.
Oh, shit.
That shit was fire, bro.
He said, digging in a bag of money, make the bitch bust a nut. I was like, oh my God, this nigga is so toxic, dog. It's so toxic. Like, why is he like this? He said,
Why is he like this?
He said,
Is he like this?
he said, this nigga said, you think I give a fuck about a nigga shooting up a church? He said, I gotta take that shit up with God because I'm a God on the earth. I was like, oh my God. He said, I got this motherfucking new Benz. I ain't even drove it since it came out. Got a couple bad bitches, they twins walking naked through my house. I was like, yo, this nigga, who hurt this nigga? Who hurt this nigga, dog? Who hurt this nigga?
This nigga having a Holy Ghost right now, dog.
Right.
We ain't even get to that song yet. We ain't even get to that joint yet, dog. Oh my God. We still in the intro, bro. This nigga snapped, dog, for no reason. For no reason. Like, who hurt this nigga? Who hurt this nigga, dog? Then you got Keep It Burning with Kanye. Kanye killed that joint, man.
Man.
Kanye, man, home of the rack, the home of the drillers. I was like, oh my
bro.
God, nigga, talking that shit.
Yeah, he came hard.
You got my man Future money like Sage in my house, Keep It Burning. I was like, oh my God, nigga, this shit. Listen, dog, y'all gonna hate me. This is my favorite album of the year, dog. This is the best one. This is the best one.
You entitled to that?
I can't listen to nothing else because of this album, dog. I try to go back and listen to some other shit, cleanse my soul. I'm like, bitches, it ain't toxic enough, dog. Wait for You. I hated the song when it came out. Wait for You. I hated it when it came out. That shit grew on me like a motherfucker. That shit grew on me like a motherfucker, man. He said, you preyed on my demons, girl, I got you. Every time I sip on codeine, I get vulnerable. I was like, oh my God, nigga. Me too. Me too. Me too. Oh, man. For a nut. Yeah, I mean, that's why they locked Young Thug up. He said, I'm going to put some diamonds in her butt. They locked that nigga right up after that shit. That nigga was gone after he dropped that joint. That nigga said, I'm going to put some diamonds in her butt. They was like, we got this nigga. We got this nigga. It's some gang activity if you just free YSL, man. Puffing on Zooties. Oh my God, puffing on Zooties, nigga. I don't know why, but that song made me so emotional the first time I listened to it, nigga. I was about to cry and everything, dog. I was like, what's going on, man? Like, you got Chickens with ESTG, man. He killed that joint. Love You Better was a song like I ain't really like that, but I like it now. You know what I mean? You got we just want to get Massaging Me's good. I like that joint. We just want to get high. That's my joint. I mean, you got Voodoo with Kodak Black, which I really wasn't feeling like that, but it's growing on me. It's getting there. You got probably one of the best songs on the fucking album. What's it? Holy Ghost. When that beat dropped, that nigga snapped, dog. Oh my God, man. Then you got the Way Things Going, which is a good song. You know what I mean, you just snapping on that joint. I'm on One, which is the second time Drake has been on one. You know what I mean? But it's a fire song. You got Back to Basics. That joint. I didn't like that at first. I thought that was a corny outro, but it grew on me like a motherfucker. No Security is fucking straight heat. Straight heat. Yeah, I mean, No Security. Like Me is all right. You know what I mean, I thought Lil Baby was just kind of useless on the song. Affiliated grew on me. That's like my favorite song now. Yeah, you know what I mean, Stayed Down and Worst Day are probably the two songs I listened to the least. And in just the beginning, he snapped on that joint. What can I say, bro? What can I say? Future back, dog. This is the last time I've been this excited for a Future album since Self-Titled, dog. Real shit.
I will say, like, this is, for me in particular, this is the best Future project I listened to in quite a while.
Yeah, same.
Like, I thoroughly enjoyed listening. It was a good project, and I honestly had my doubts. I wasn't expecting much coming into this, but like I won't go so far as to say Future is back, but I mean, just like he hit one. He hit one, and for sure, it's Future in a pocket that I haven't quite seen him consistently hit since that run, and this kind of gave me reminiscence of that run back in 2015, and that's why I appreciated this project so much, especially when you were thinking of what's that song, Puffin' on Duties. When he got into that flow, I was like, "Yo, this him, this that Future that got us up off our seats back in the day, back when we was in college and so on, yo." So I mean, like that's what made this album a bit special for, I guess, for all of us, because of, like, how we connected to his material back in the day, and just to see that, hey, sometimes artists can revisit a point in their artistry and kind of like reinvent themselves through that.
Facts, and I feel that all over this album, dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, all over this album. Like I said, man, I'm gonna give y'all a rating on this one too at another time. But this is it for me, dog. Like this gave me everything I needed for the year, dog. I think this summer is solidified. We gonna have a Too Litty summer. You know what I mean? Thank you, Future. I appreciate you for dropping a classic on us like this, man. You ain't have to do that, man.
I don't want to go so far as say classic. We gotta wait a little bit, but all right.
I thought this joint heat, bro. This joint heat. This joint is respectfully, dog. That intro alone, I couldn't even get past the intro at one point. I was like, I gotta listen to this joint like again and again and again and again and again and again. I'm like, dog, why is this nigga so hungry, dog? But that's what we missed from Future. I miss when that nigga was just hungry, bro, and he just hungry, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Bird?
Yeah, man, I fucked with it. And like you said, like, he hungry again. Like, he not resting on his laurels, getting somebody like The Weeknd to carry his song or something like that. Like, I fucked with it heavy. Like I said, Gold Stacks, that's my shit. Gold Stacks went hard. His joint with Kanye went hard and all that, bro.
Yo, Kanye, that did go hard. You remind me of that shit. That was a tough ass song.
Listen, man, bro. Kanye snapped. He was cussing and everything. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Cussing and everything.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you hang out with Future.
But yeah, this definitely it's been his best project in a long time, especially to me. Like, this made me a Future fan again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't just seem like he was just hopping on the track just to hop on the track. Like, granted, these are his tracks, but he was making shit to make a statement. I feel like he made that with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that y'all guys brought up the hunger aspect, because we need to see more of that from our artists that like have passed, they passed the height of things, and to still have that kind of dedication to kind of just go back in and still put their best foot forward when they're making projects. I mean, I need to see that from a 2 Chainz. I need to see that from a Rick Ross. I need to see that from those kinds of artists.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. I mean, like I said, I ain't gonna rate this joint just yet, man. Like I said, just know that I'm thoroughly enjoying this album. Kind of spoiled the biggest album of the podcast, you could say, which is Kendrick's album, because we're gonna talk about that after this next album. But this is it for me. Like, and I think it's solidified. Like, this album is just so fun, dog, to listen to. Yeah. It literally knocks the speakers in your fucking car.
Yeah, it does.
It's just Future back, baby. He back, man. He back. My Toxic King is back, man. Wait for you, man. Got everybody listening to Thames now. I see everybody. I see y'all. I see y'all that I'm friends with on Apple Music. I mean, I see y'all listening to Free Mind like that. The song came out 2 years ago. Y'all late. I mean, y'all late. But because Future used that shit, you know what I mean? And it's hot. She killed that. That's a great sample, dog. Great sample. Shout out to Future, man.
It is definitely one of the better albums of the year. I can see it being like up there as far as like best rap album this year. It will be considered.
Like he ain't gonna get Grammy nominated or nothing, but
it should be. It honestly should be. If I'm gonna be really honest.
Wow.
Yeah, but they not going to, because it's Future. You know what I mean?
I think the Future's reached that point in his career where I think people do need to start taking him seriously in that regard. Like
I think people do. It's just like as far as like on a Grammy level, you know what I'm saying? There's always politics behind that shit.
Right. I'm trying to think of like an example of like an artist that like got Grammy nominated, and it's kind of like, no.
Grammy nominated?
Yeah.
He was Grammy nominated. I know, unbelievable.
He started off of that rap show. I forget, had Cardi B on that joint.
Industry plan ass nigga. Okay, that's what you want to know. That's all you need to know, Derek. He's an industry plan ass nigga.
Oh, he not.
Yes, the fuck he is.
For you, early in the morning, late at night.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter what time it is. President's rolling right on the way. Oh my God, dog! Come on, man. Album of the year, baby. Let's get to it, man. Let's talk about that was "I Never Liked You" by the GOAT Future. By the way, y'all go listen to that. All right, so we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the white version of J. Cole. If J. Cole was all white, apparently.
Okay, we're gonna talk about more better comparison. Okay, but hey, white people, we didn't forget about y'all. We got you.
I mean, yeah, we didn't forget about y'all. We got one joint for y'all. We got your boy Jack Harlow. Y'all love Jack Harlow. You know, G L A M. Yeah, no. Come home. The kids miss you. You know what I mean? They miss you, man. By Jack Harlow. He dropped the album. I think it was like the same day Future dropped, or the week after.
Yeah, the week after.
Or maybe a week after. Yeah,
it was the
week after. He had his own weekend.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you that I see a lot of Jack Harlow slander after this album. A lot of people. There's a YouTube channel I follow. He kind of like went in on him like, oh, he didn't utilize his hype. I do think the lead single "First Class" is a little corny because I do think there's better songs on the fucking like Young Harleezy is definitely fire. And we're not going to talk about. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like "First Class" is like one of those songs that people try to get the trend on, like TikTok, Instagram, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how many song videos and stuff that I seen with that song on it, bro. So I feel like they accomplished that. So.
I think like Young Harleezy, Side Piece, I Got a Shot.
I Do Anything to Make You Smile, Dua Lipa. They were decent songs.
Nail Tech. I thought Nail Tech was a way better single.
Definitely.
Way better single. You got Carisha on the music video. Like, come on, man. Like, you got Young Miami. You got State Fair, which like was a really good closing out song.
Yes, it was.
It's kind of let me know that this white boy from Tennessee really takes this shit seriously.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, my fault. Take this seriously, and I appreciate that from a young white bull to come into hip hop and predominantly. Black people love to gatekeep.
We don't need to listen. This is 2022. You don't need to like look at him like he's fucking like Jackie Robinson or some shit, nigga.
That's literally how I do that.
Like we have loads of white artists out here living and thriving, and living their best life, and everything, accepting the culture and everything. Jack Harlow is just.
But y'all notice I didn't talk about the Drake song, and I'm gonna just tell y'all why. Like This was definitely like.
Well, let me give my little one too before we can talk about that one in particular because like I do have my thoughts about that song, but I like this album came out like I almost forgot that his first album came out in like late 2020, so it almost feels as though like and I was still listening to it, and so it kind of almost felt like. Damn, he's coming out back already, but it didn't really dawn on me that it's been more than a year since his last album came out.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, and what's it?
Lil Durk.
Yeah, and what's it? It kind of gave me the same feel that the previous album did, only just a tad bit better in a way. He's leaning into his persona. And being that kind of person, I said about the last album, if I was in college like this would be an album for you. He's a young kid, 23 years old or so on. So like his music is definitely going to touch with that particular demographic. And my only concern, well, not necessarily concern, but I only question that I really asked when I was listening to this album is, okay, at a certain point, what direction are we going to take this? Where is he going to grow, and who is he going to grow into? And that's when Churchill Downs came along, and that's where we can talk about that now, because like I have some thoughts in regards to what, like, the direction that they're going to be pushing Jack Harlow.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I think I really like the song. I think this is one of those times where, like, all right, this is what I get from this album, dog. This is why I wanted to save this song. A lot of people say this is the joke. You know what I mean? That, Jack Harlow hung out with Drake one time and stole his entire flow. And I felt that, because if you listen to like Young Harlezy or a couple of these songs, he literally sounds like Drake. But I feel like Jack Harlow always sound like Drake. He always had that flow, had that same energy. It's just Churchill. Yeah, exactly. Like Churchill Downs kind of really brought that out.
Yeah.
I really like that song. Like that is probably one of my favorites.
Because it's a fucking Drake song. It's a Drake song. Like, let's not like beat around the bush. It is, even like from it down to the title, like I can just tell, like, yeah, that's some Drake ass shit. And when listening to that song, it just like it dawned on me that, like, okay, when it comes to an artist like that who doesn't necessarily have like a street background and everything, what direction can we go with this guy? And they're going to try to make this guy Drake light. Drake. Yeah. So and part of me is like, I don't want that for him. Like, because we already have Drake. We don't need another Drake. I want, like,
facts.
And I don't know where exactly we can go into this, because like Jack Harlow has his own, because like from the first album he has his own lane. Like, yes, you can say that there's comparative aspects of it to Drake, but I think he has his own style that he can run with, his own swag that he can like look towards and whatnot. But at a certain point, when we're thinking about artist development and where they can grow as an artist, there's only so like with somebody who isn't like a gangster or anything like that, there's only a limited capacity to like where he can take this artistry. And I think Drake paved the lane for artists to be like, you can just take my blueprint and just kind of run with it. And I don't know if other people can do that. Drake's Drake. And if he's going to probably do it and then just kind of like fan out, because we don't want another Drake, because if we're going to listen to Drake, we can just listen to Drake.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like I said, I really like that song. I thought the song was really, really good. I don't know what to say, man.
They got this nigga singing on the album. I'm like, oh Lord, no, they really gonna have this nigga being good, man.
Yeah. But Drake killed that fucking verse, dog. Drake just sounded like he was just talking on that bitch.
It's his song. It was lit. It's lit. It's maybe on Jack Harlow's album. It's Drake's song.
Yeah, it was a Drake song that he was just like, here, I'll let you borrow this joint. I mean, you can have it. I mean, you could tell 40 even produced it and everything like that. Song was hot. Album was good. I don't understand the hate.
Oh yeah, I think it's a good album. But like I guess long term wise, it just kind of gives me something to be concerned about with him, and I want to see what direction he can go with like the next project. He just needs to drop a Gangsta Girl that'll probably like clear up all any sort of speculation.
All right, but I think I'm gonna give it a 7, solid 7.
I think it will be in those conversations as well, like at the end of the year as well. Maybe because of the politics aspect of it, but it'll be up there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this during the end of the year. I know it. So what do y'all rate it? What do y'all give it a rating of?
7.5.
I'm gonna give it a 7 too. Me personally, I enjoyed That's What They All Say a little bit better. Just a little bit.
I ain't gonna hold you on that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a very valid opinion, because that's a lot.
And
of people said.
It was a solid, underlooked album, and I think this album is probably going to get more pushed because now Jack is in the limelight now, and he's being pushed into stardom at this point. So he's gonna get more recognition for this album as opposed to probably a better quality album, at least in your opinion, about his debut. And I ain't mad at that. It's good.
Facts. And that was "Come Home, The Kids Miss You" by Jack Harlow. Go listen to that, man. That's what we thought. You know what I mean? Pretty good project. All right. This is the moment y'all been waiting for, man. This is literally probably why y'all listen to this podcast, man. Y'all want to know, hey guys, what do y'all think about the greatest rapper of all time? Because that's what y'all called him, man. Greatest rapper of all time.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, this is what do y'all think about the greatest rapper of all time? What y'all think about the best of this generation? You know what I mean? What do y'all think about his newest offering? Well, guess what, y'all? We here. We're gonna give it to y'all. We're gonna give it to you raw, man. And we might almost say it's almost dry.
Okay, you really is killing that now. Okay, like, we don't. No.
Nah, but we about to talk about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You know what I mean? Man. All right. So I've been holding out on talking to you about certain things, Warren, because I wanted to save it for the podcast. I mean, I'm gonna go first with this one. I'm gonna go first.
All right.
I'm gonna be very short and sweet.
Okay. I hope I don't have to yell about this, okay? Because an album like this, I don't want to yell about anything when it comes to this album. I might end up doing it anyway, but fuck it. All right, just go.
This is a double disc album by Kendrick Lamar. This is his first album since 2017's Damn, which I thought was just okay. You know what I mean?
Overrated in my opinion, but yeah.
Exactly. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite Kendrick album. With Good Kid, Mad City being right on its ass. Good Kid, Mad City probably is his Reasonable Doubt.
It's his magnum opus. It is. We could have a separate conversation regarding Good Kid, Mad City. That's like a podcast in and of itself. That's a
he's never gonna beat that joint.
Never.
But, that's what they find him.
This is a double disc album, 9 songs on both sides. Kendrick's gonna give you the storytelling. He's gonna give you the poetry. He's gonna give you all that. And he delivers highly on this album. There's a couple little remnants of Damn on there that I feel, he's still giving you kind of like that mainstream, hey, I could still make a banger for you if I wanted to. With like N95. I thought that was a fucking fire way to start the album. I mean, even though it's not the first song on the album, it's the right off of the intro, which I thought the intro, for me at least, United in Grief, was just okay. Just okay. He started off albums a lot better, I mean, but the one thing I don't want to do, and I didn't want to do going into this album, was compare it to his other projects. This is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So we're going to dissect this album. The first 9 songs, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The first half of this album is so good. Chef's kiss, dog. I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, United in Grief isn't bad. I enjoy it. I think the other version of it, which is on the second half, is just a little better. I mean, it's literally the same song, but I don't know. I just kind of, it gripped me a little bit more. Purple Heart was a good song on the first half. We Cry Together is probably the highlight song on the album. I think every nigga can relate to that album. I mean, to that song. Unfortunately. Father Time is probably, it's split between Purple Heart and Father Time for my favorite song on that half, because once I kind of got the motion of Father Time, I'm like, damn, that shit kind of made me cry a little bit. But the first half is very good. Second half, at first lost me. And I told Warren this before the podcast. The second half I thought was like lackluster. What he was talking about, wasn't really vibing with the song. The music wasn't, and I'm gonna say the music because I'm not gonna say the beat and the lyric. I'm gonna put them both together, beats and the lyrics for the second half. I really wasn't liking Silent Hill's the standout song on the second half, but I will happily report to you, Warren, that the second half has grown on me a little bit more. And I can honestly give the second half like a 7.9 or 7.8 out of 10 on that side. As I like the way he closed with Mirror. Mirror's really good. I didn't really like Mother I Sober, Mr. Morale, Auntie Diaries. I feel like I skip that every time I get to it. Savior. Nah, man. I'm cool, man. That's a Baby Keem song. It's a Baby Keem song. And I'm not saying that because he's on it. I'm saying it because it is a Baby Keem song. But I mean, the album's not bad, y'all. It's just I'm gonna say it on the podcast. I know I'm gonna hurt some people. I know a lot of people gonna be sliding my DMs for this. Y'all got to get off this man's dick, dog, because I think y'all put a lot of pressure on Kendrick to kind of. Y'all put a lot of pressure on him, dog, and you can feel it in this album. He literally talks about it in this album. Like you can feel it. Like y'all put this pressure on him. Like y'all, when it comes to Kendrick and Cole, y'all love to say Kendrick is like a higher version of Cole. Like he blows Cole out of water. I think they are literally on the same precipice. Literally standing on the same plateau, dog. They are literally at the same spot, dog. To me, this is like to compare it to a J. Cole album, because that's the only thing I'm gonna compare it to, is like KOD, dog. It is like literally like a KOD. He's trying to tell you like the story and kind of throw you like, it's just I think y'all put a lot of pressure on this man, dog. I think like y'all hype him up like he's like he is a very great lyricist. He's probably one of the best of this generation. But let's be honest, dog. This album to Kendrick Lamar is not his best work, dog. And if y'all are gonna sit here and say, "Oh, he took it to new heights," you're fucking lying, bro. You're fucking lying, bro. Like he did not reinvent the wheel. It's still round. You know what I mean? All right. The last time I checked, the album is good, man. Like overall, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I'm gonna walk away solid 8.5, dog. Solid 8.5. You know what I mean? And maybe towards the end of the year, when I get off of this Future kick, let me say this now. The reason why I feel like I can't enjoy this album as much as I want to is because I'm not in that mood right now. I'm in a turn up, I want to get lit type mood. It's warm outside. I don't want to hear about daddy issues and all types of shit, even though it hurts and I like it and it resonates towards me. I'm cool off that right now. I mean, I'm very cool off that right now. Right now, it's a hot boy summer. You know what I mean? And we're going to have a good time. I'm going to come back to this when it's cold outside and I ain't got nobody to hold because maybe it'll resonate with me a lot more. It might be a 10 out of 10 at that point, but I think right now, this is a solid 8.5. Like I said, you're lying to yourself if you think this man has like literally reinvented the wheel. He's dropped one of the best albums of the decade. I don't even think I'd listen, dog. He dropped one of the best albums of the year. I'll say that. I'll say it probably is the best album of the year if we had to say from an overall standpoint, yes. You know what I mean? Personally, Future just do it for me. I'm a turn up guy. I like to turn up. And that's it. But like I said, I'm gonna revisit this album. So that 8.5 is moving. It definitely can go up. It could definitely go down. But I think right now, y'all gotta get off this man's dick, dog. Y'all gotta get, because all right, Warren, remember with Tyler Creator, you said the fans kind of ruined, the enjoyment of his music for you.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
That's how I feel about Kendrick now. I think like the way y'all get on this, the way y'all get on this man's nuts, it takes the enjoyment right the fuck out the album for me, bro. It's like I don't even want to listen to this album because y'all literally listened to the intro and said classic. Like we got 17 other songs to go, brother. Like he's got duds on the album, dog. There's duds on the album. And I think the artistry is the best part about it. The artistry is a 10 out of 10. The poetry, the artistry, just the subject matter is a 10 out of 10. But I like to listen to music for the music. And this is why, not to go so long in with my shit. I said before the album dropped on Facebook, I said, allow people to enjoy this album the way that they want to enjoy it. I know that the artist has a specific way that he would like the listener to enjoy it, but please do not shame anybody for just being like, oh, there's no bangers on this album, I don't like it. They're entitled to that opinion. Sorry, man. Sorry, dog. Like, not everybody comes to music and thinks, all right, I gotta be in a deep emotional state, to listen to shit. Some people wanna they enjoy a nice beat, a nice snare, nice melody, a nice chorus. Don't take that listening experience away from people. And that's why I say Kendrick fans, y'all gotta get off this man's nuts, dog. Cause y'all suffocating this shit. His wife can't even have no more motherfucking kids because y'all won't get off the shit. Like, please get off this man's dick, dog. And let him create.
I was about to say, damn, what happened? But then
let him create the music that he wants to create, man. Let him do what he wants to do and let people enjoy it the way they want to. I may not be a big fan of Tyler the Creator's Igor, but before Igor dropped, he said, yo, this album might not be for everybody, but skim through it. Take a couple songs home with you. Enjoy it. Even though that album is best listened to from front to back. You know what I mean? But he said, like, hey, if you want to break it apart and take this song with you, put it on this playlist, do that. Stop telling people how to listen to music, dog. Like, that shit's getting annoying in hip-hop, dog. Like, that shit's getting mad annoying, dog. Oh, you're not opening your third eye chakra. Like, dog, some people just trying to chill, bro. Like, we just trying to chill, bro. We just trying to chill, man. And that ends my rant on this 8.5. Take it or leave it. Slide in my DMs if you want, dog. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't care, man. I don't care what if you enjoyed it, you think it's an 11 out of 10, that's good. I'm glad you did. But for me right now, Kendrick ain't Kendricking, man. He ain't doing what he ain't doing it, man.
Yeah. Warren, let me go second, bro, because I feel
go ahead.
I feel like you're gonna be way more intricate than I will and stuff like that.
Go right ahead.
For me, Eric hit it on the nail as far as like the pressure. As soon as I started listening to it and stuff like that, like, because this is one of those songs where people is like, oh, this is the return. People are talking about the return of the king and shit like that. And I'm just like, oh God, here we go. So it's like when people already have it on a pedestal before they even listen to it, you know what I'm saying? All you can go is down. You know what I'm saying? When I first listened to it and I was telling y'all, I was like, damn, bro. Because I was at work, and I be busy and shit. So I was just like, damn, like, I guess it's nothing that I can latch on to while I'm like working or whatever. I can do that with a lot of albums. I couldn't do it with this one. I'm not saying it's bad because I definitely went back and I listened to it a good few more times and stuff like that. And I enjoyed it. It was definitely some songs, but it was definitely, like Derek said, it's some duds. And I was just like, man, like Derek said again, because Derek, you put it perfectly, bro, because it definitely goes with the mindset that you're in. Like me, I can say this. I'm in the best place that I've been in a long time. I've done a lot of stuff to like cleanse my way of thinking and stuff like that. And then listening to this, not saying that it's wrong because like Kendrick, he was speaking the truth on like a whole lot of things and all that. But I was just like, damn, like We Cry Together and all that. That like artistry wise, yes, amazing. On a whole first side, amazing. But I'm listening to it, I'm like, Man, this is extra as fuck. Like, this is exactly why I left the hood. This is exactly why, like, I'm chilling. I'm fine with being single right now, bro. Living my best life. You know what I'm saying? And it sounded like he was arguing with Riley Freeman. I ain't even gonna hold from the Boondocks. Like, that's what I felt like I was hearing. Bro, listen back to it. I was like, is that Regina King?
No, man, you're gonna ruin the song for everybody now, man.
Bro,
Fuck
if you
nigga.
listen back to that shit, it sounds like he arguing with Riley fucking Freeman, bro. Not Huey with the fro, Riley with the braids. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, so that blew that song for me. Not saying that it was bad, because put together it was great, but that's just not something that I was feeling. I can appreciate it as like being able to have an open ear and stuff like that, but that's not something I'm gonna want to replay. If I got my niggas in the car, I'm not playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being like, hey yo, bro, you gotta hear this shit. He's talking like, I'm not doing that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a, as far as like how much I respect Kendrick and stuff like that, and I see how like much work he put into it. Like I definitely feel like the stress, and I also felt forced. This is one of them albums that like people will judge you if you didn't listen to it, and I feel like that's not fair.
I felt like a gun was in the back of my head if I didn't say the album was good. Like
exactly.
Like, bro, like, get off this man's nuts, dog. Like again, like, not to cut you off, Bird, but like again, y'all gotta stop saying like Kendrick is this god tier rapper and he left J. Cole alone. They are literally standing on the same plateau, dog. This is literally in the same boat as Off Season. Like, we're gonna listen to it now. We're gonna like it now. I don't think it's gonna last the summer because it's not that type of album, bro. It's not that type of album. Like this is the reason why, you know, again, I don't want to compare his other albums, but again, the reason why an album, like people always say like To Pimp a Butterfly or Damn had so much success. Damn was a very commercial album. It came out at a good time. It was the summertime. We was outside. There's a lot of like very commercial songs on the album. So again, the success of that album was literally only gauged because of it fit the time period. Same thing with To Pimp a Butterfly. We, you know, the black community was going through so many struggles at the time. That album fit perfectly for the time period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, not saying like, again, like the topics he talks about on this album, we feel every day. I mean, like he came at black people as a whole in this album. I mean, if you really think about it, but I think right now, it's warming up, dog. Like, unfortunately, it's getting warm outside. We want to be outside. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying we need a DJ Khaled album or this, that, and the third. It's just right now, I'm in a mind state of just I want microwave music. I want something I'm gonna listen to now. It's gonna put me in a turn up mood, and let's go. I put microwave music to me is literally I put it in the microwave for, you know, I put it on for 2-3 minutes. We ready to turn it up. You know what I mean? It's already hot. You know what I mean? This is something where you gotta literally sit and digest and break down the wordplay, which there's a lot of, and it's very, very good. Listen, I'm not saying the album is good, but please, man, please get off this man's dick, dog. Please, just please.
This album is homework. It's homework, man.
Literally, dog. It's like homework. And this is like a Kingdom Hearts, dog. I've been peeping social media. Y'all ain't talk about this album since the numbers dropped, dog. Like, are y'all really enjoying the album? Like, let me know in the comments on the YouTube section. You know what I mean? Or hit my DMs. Are y'all really enjoying this album? Because I don't hear none of y'all talking about it no more. It just kind of came and went. So, you know what I mean? It came and went.
Yeah.
But I'm still listening to it. So
I also feel like, so like, you know how niggas they be screenshotting and posting their songs. I feel like niggas is forcing themselves to post Kendrick songs. I'm like, nigga, you know damn well. Like,
you don't understand that shit. You don't understand Crown, nigga. You ain't understanding Crown.
Exactly. It's almost like you're doing it to like follow a trend and be like, yeah, I'm listening too. Like,
if you listen to
man,
We Cry Together, if you listen to We Cry Together and you was like, Kendrick was right about everything he said on that song, you part of the problem. You missed the fucking whole point of the album, dog. You missed the fucking point of the album, nigga.
I feel like
You dumbass
anybody,
nigga. And I saw so many niggas say, like, yeah, Kendrick was so right. Yeah, dumbass. You don't even get the fucking point of the album.
exactly.
You dumbass. You big dumbass.
Exactly. I feel like that's gonna be one of those songs because sometimes niggas take hip hop the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with that song, people gonna be like, "Oh, it's okay to be toxic because Kendrick he put it on song." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right.
You missed the point.
We still together. Exactly.
It's the point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Niggas will definitely miss the point with this album, and they're gonna go ahead and do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Because they thinking too hard.
We can say that about a lot of things. It's like, okay, for example, and this isn't too foreign from Kendrick, but remember swimming pools?
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
That wasn't a turn-up song, but everybody was turning up to it.
It was literally a song about how alcohol has negatively impacted his family, why he doesn't drink. But when we were in college and at parties, they're always playing swimming pools. At every party, swimming pools. Like, dog, you guys don't understand. This is like literally about the anti all of this. But no, we got the different message from it.
Yeah, man. Listen, dog, I'm gonna just, like I said, y'all, please, not like I said, I cut you off, Bird. I apologize.
But you good, bro. Do your thing.
I just need y'all to really like just let this album digest, dog. Like, let this joint, like everything else, digest. Like I said, there's a couple albums I said today, hey, I gotta see how I feel about this in so-and-so months, or how I gotta feel about this after the summertime. This is gonna be one of those albums I gotta wait till it's cold outside, dog. Right now, it's time to turn up, bro. I'm cool, bro. After this podcast, I'm probably gonna blast Last Ones Left by fucking 42 Doug and ESTG.
Yes,
listen, y'all just reminded me how fire that shit was. And like, a lot of people always say, oh, y'all enjoy that bubblegum rap too much. Oh, well, I guess I do, nigga. I like what I like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? But Russell, yes. Unless you got anything else to add, I don't want to pass the floor when I kind of stole it from you. What you got?
You good, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say, like I said, like, I appreciate Kendrick. Kendrick is amazing artist. You know what I'm saying? I never say otherwise. He's definitely one of the best of our generation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when it's a whole lot of stuff and a whole lot of other people basically driving a project, it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it like that. Like, it's not even the album itself. It's just like a bunch of stuff surrounding it, and then how people gonna take it and how people is gonna perceive your opinions and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things. I don't like too much politics in my rap.
Facts. All right, Warren.
All right.
Let me mute my mic for this one.
So people come in here. People come in here, all right, and they want balance, okay? So let me just start by validating y'all perspectives, because, as expected, I'd probably have a different sense of how I perceive this album. But luckily for us, we've never I respect your perspectives on this whole entire situation. We've never fought about it or argued about it off mic or anything like that. What y'all said and everything like that is valid, and let me kind of add on to it in a way. Especially with what Byrd was saying, how niggas can kind of just hop on and just off the strength of the name, just because it's Kendrick dropping, with niggas don't even pay attention to what the fuck is being said, and we'll just kind of pretend that what they're saying, the person is saying, is just so deep and profound, when it's you really don't understand or get the message that is being put forth out there. You can't necessarily interpret the art, but you're just kind of riding the wave when it comes to it. And I feel that way about not just him, but okay, I felt the way about Kanye. I used to joke and say, Kanye, seeing how off the wall he can be, could probably fart on the track for 25 minutes, and motherfuckers will be like, yeah, but you don't hear what he's trying to get to you, okay? And how he's trying to what message he's trying to perceive to you, okay? It's art and whatnot. And it's kind of weird, because it's at the end of the day, it is all art and how you kind of interpret it and whatnot. But sometimes that shit is blatant and you get it, and sometimes it's okay, I think niggas is doing what like our old English teachers would be doing, is trying to find hitting meanings in something that just really ain't there. That being said, how I perceive this album, I wouldn't go so far as to say like masterpiece, because I think Good Kid, Mad City is like, I just think the absolute world of that project is literally one of the top five, like out, like one of my top five favorite albums of all time. If you need if they were gonna have a alien come down to the planet Earth and they asked you, you know, what would be the pieces that would accurately describe hip hop, Good Kid, Mad City would have to be among those. And I'm also on what's it. Speaking, you guys think about how mediocre I thought Damn was. I mean, all the accolades that I think it got is just make up for how brilliant Good Kid, Mad City was. Because Damn sure as hell wasn't like Pulitzer Prize winning worthy for sure. I mean, it's a solid album, but like it really wasn't about nothing. But anyway, coming to this project over here, I like wanted to go in blind. Didn't listen to Heart Part 5 or anything like that. I didn't want anything to tailor my expectations when it came to this particular album. And on first listen through, I managed to like pick up, the general theme into all of this. And one thing I remember telling Derek off mic was, when I assess an artist and their project, it's beyond just the musical aspect, especially when we're talking about somebody like Kendrick. To Pimp a Butterfly, I wouldn't necessarily consider the best musically speaking, but as far as social commentary is concerned, it's a brilliant piece and relevant to the time in which it came from. It is pure art. But as far as like, the musical aspect of it, I wasn't necessarily fine. Well, I wasn't necessarily like, up there with it. I think Good Kid, Mad City stands out because it literally has the best of both worlds. It has tracks that are like timeless tracks that you just love musically, but it's telling an intricate story. All when you put it all together, it is brilliant. It is a masterpiece. And I don't use that when it comes to anything else, but that right there is a masterpiece. This is, you have a couple songs that you like musically, but I assess it leading. This album is more to Pimp a Butterfly than anything else. It is heavily leaning on the artistic aspect of it, but what to me it does better than To Pimp a Butterfly is accurately portray and execute the message that it's trying to get across. And from what y'all guys are saying, the message isn't quite lost on y'all guys. So y'all get exactly what the man's saying. Of course,
get it.
Yeah. And I guess for some people it resonates with them differently. For me, it absolutely does resonate with me as somebody who operates in, the social sciences and wants to kind of understand how, different sorts of things impact us. And when you think about like, the content in which, he was bringing up, if anything, the general theme that I got from this album was generational trauma and how it impacts culture, let alone our culture, and how it influences us today and how we behave, whether it be when you go to like We Cry Together, and the dysfunction in the relationship. All that is a byproduct of like the dysfunction that has impacted our culture through generational trauma. And we can only process our way through that said trauma through things like therapy. And he talks about that in this album. And it's as somebody who is currently like in therapy right now and whatnot, this was definitely something that I felt was appropriate for like, I know what you were coming from, Bird, where you're just like, yeah, this is not right for the space that I'm currently in right now. Opposite, like, contrarily for me, this was definitely the album for a person in the space that I'm in right now.
Okay.
And on a musical level as well, I just love like I have such a it is as well. there's a fair share of songs that I did like. And on top of that, the touch of like the subtle touches that like adding Kodak Black on the interludes is a stroke of genius, in my opinion. For somebody
big facts
of that ilk, you would not expect that, but he was value added on this project, and you would not expect that. So I'm not coming at this to try to like, exalt him. Like, to whether or not this is a classic, only time will tell. I'm not like, the kind of person that's going to be like instant classic when it comes to this. There are very, very rare. I don't even like, listen, when Good Kid Mad City came out, I wasn't even like, I hated it at first, to be quite honest. It took a while for it to grow on me and recognize that, oh my goodness, this is like one of the greatest projects ever made. So maybe in due time, I will grow to appreciate this even more and more. I mean, even like KOD when it came out, I liked it, and then as I kept listening to it, and I started getting the concept with each song, I was like, oh yeah, this is like low key a classic. This is like underratedly really really good from J. Cole. We should probably at one point revisit how good that album was. But when it comes to something like this, I will let it grow on me. Yeah. Let it breathe for a little bit. Let it just kind of sit. And validating what y'all said, again, we don't need to put the unneeded pressure onto somebody like Kendrick. The motherfucker said it in his goddamn song. He is not your savior, all right? But also, listen, the general.
He literally said it on the fucking, just like you said. Dog, calm down, y'all. Calm down. Mm-hmm. I am not your savior. Who did he say on that joint that had me dying? He was like
Future, I think he also mentioned that.
Yeah,
J. Cole as well. He's like, none of them, they ain't savior.
Real shit, man. Like, calm down, dog. Like, y'all idolize these niggas too much, man.
But at the same time, okay, that in and of itself is also a byproduct of like a culture. Yes. One can say has been led astray, but also at the same time that has no adequate leadership and is kind of grasping towards an identity that just, again, all that was taken away from African Americans. And that's something that you kind of have to process I think about it more than just like, okay, looking at it from the face value. I'm looking at it from an anthropological, sociological, even psychological perspective, and how when you go, even like we will always talk about slavery when it comes to these sorts of things. And how things like that impact us today, and how we as a people perceive ourselves in in the culture or in the mainstream America through these things that have kind of like manifested themselves in our collective consciousness over time. And I think he got it, and he was able to communicate that in such an artistic way that I'm just blown away by it. Even when the Auntie Diaries, and how the perceived homophobia and transphobia that has permeated our culture through things that weren't necessarily through things that were given to us. Religion was given to us rather than something that came natural to our culture for us to even feel this way about our own family. So it's like there's just so much in this album to just unpack, and just from an intellectual perspective, that's probably what resonated with me. Not even on the musical level and everything like that. Sure, I like the music or anything like that, but this gave me, similar to the reason why I liked Black Panther so much, it gave me so much to think about. It gave me so much material to talk about and want to listen with somebody and be like, how does this make you feel? Yeah. And what are different ways in which we can talk about this with people amongst our communities and so on. And I think when you do something like that with an album, that has to be praised. It is just, how often can we say that about any sort of project that is able to start conversations about broader things? That's the beauty of the artistry about it. So I can't fault anybody who thinks like, yeah, this is easily the best, one of the best albums of the year, if not the best album of the year. I'm already calling it right now. Okay, I don't care. Best album of the decade. Well, what's it? Still early in the decade or whatnot, right. So we don't know.
Way early in the decade.
Well, way early in the decade, but still, okay.
That's reserved for when Lil Wayne drops the Carter 6. Thank you.
Stop. All right. But what's it? I can't, like, the plaudits and how we view this album. I mean, at least like, collectively, some may be doing it just for the clout, all right? But those who get it and can appreciate it, and I value your perspectives and everything like that, and your perspectives aren't invalid. Definitely, if you want to look at it from your perspective, you're entitled to that and everything, and we shall not shame you for having that perspective on this album. But for the others who also think that get it and see this as an art piece and wants to and probably if they get value from it in a different way, I can't fault them either. And that's kind of where I sit on this. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful, well executed, well worth the 5 years of waiting. Bravo for this project.
Thanks. I feel that too. Listen, shout out to Kendrick, man. Shout out to motherfucking Kendrick, man. Just please, y'all, get off my man's nuts, dog. Let him breathe.
I was about to say, Warren probably gonna get some head off of saying what he said alone. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. We're about to have like 9 niggas knocking on his door, all Upper Darby niggas. Bang, 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 bang. Open up.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but that is it for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. We are about what? We're 2 hours and 7 minutes into recording the podcast, maybe a little less than that.
Damn.
We killing it, man.
No, that's what I expected. I mean, we only got about like 10 more minutes left because I can only post up to 2.5 hours, and I don't want to go any higher than that anyway. So that was it for that. That's all the albums, basically. We ain't going to go. I had 2 albums on there. We're going to give an honorable little, salute to, because I ain't listened really. Well, I didn't listen to Shiesty Season. I ain't listened to it.
I ain't listening to that either.
Yeah, we good.
I got to download that. I just
free Blue Shiesty though. Free the bands.
And I didn't put Kaylani's album on here, but I did listen to that. It was all right. I mean, While We Wait is still the better album, John. Yeah, I mean, still the best album she came out with. But real quick. I mean, before we wrap this joint up, I mean, because we're about to wrap it up. First of all, free my boy Young Thug and Gunna, man. This summer about to be whack as fuck. How y'all feel about that shit? I want to ask y'all about that. How y'all feel about YSL being a gang organization, dog?
Man, I ain't even dig too much into it. I saw that. I was like, sucks. I was like, let me get back to what I'm doing. I ain't gonna hold. That's how I took it. I'm like, oh, more niggas in jail. I don't need to be like, that's
damn.
Me, bro, from my mind.
Yeah, them's the breaks, my fam.
Nigga, I was hurt. Nigga, I was devastated.
Listen, Bird, Derek was going through it.
Niggas,
he was going through it.
I thought niggas was lying. I checked academics, John. He's like, yeah, Young Thug has been incarcerated, caught on RICO charged by the feds. I'm like, nah, ain't no fucking way. Then I saw the fucking.
It's not the feds, really. It's this Georgia State, but that's probably even worse because they coming for this nigga.
Yeah, then you got then I saw the mug shot. I'm like, damn, my man locked up. So now I was like, all right, let me read these charges, man, because then academics dropped all the charges and showed all the niggas locked up. I was like, oh, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. We ain't no more. We ain't getting Slime season 4. Yeah, I mean, we ain't getting none of that shit, man. Young Thug is done, dog. That shit, I almost shed a tear, dog. I'm gonna shed a tear, dog. I'm like, dog, this is crazy, dog. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy, dog. Like, they locking all the niggas up, dog. Like, what we supposed to listen to this fucking year, man? Kendrick Lamar.
What's the charges, bro? What's the charges?
Oh, man. There's like 56 charges.
Bruh.
56?
Bruh. Like,
56?
Listen, okay, Bird, when they talk.
When they rap. Like, the fuck?
Bird, listen, when they're talking RICO here, all right, them niggas was sitting on some shit and they waited. So they let them do what they had to do, whatever, and all that kind of stuff, building a case in the midst of all this. So they got shit from like years ago and talking about, oh yeah, this person ordered out murders over here, there, and all that kind of stuff. Like they're making him look like he was a crime boss to a shit that was going on that he wasn't directly involved with, but he had say so in a lot of street shit that was going on. Like, dog,
So this nigga like Lil Boosie times 10.
Basically.
Damn.
Yeah,
man. It's a wrap for him, dog. Then Gunna looked up like he was going through withdrawals and shit. I was about to shed a tear like, damn, dog. They got my Gunna looked like he was telling and going through withdrawals. I'm like, dog, man. It's a wrap for these niggas, dog. It's a wrap, man. Rest in peace to YSL, man. I see y'all when I'm like 50 something. Y'all going away for a minute, dog. There ain't no fucking way.
Damn, man.
They locking all the real niggas up. 42 Doug arrested, but he'll be locked up for like the summer. He'll be out.
Yeah, he'll be out. Yeah,
he'll be out.
He'll do that standing on his head. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
That nigga too short to be in jail, bro. He need to chill, man.
Free the boy though, man. He'll be all right though.
Yeah, man. They locking all the niggas up, man. It's a rap. And they using his lyrics against him too. Like, yo, I'm gonna send y'all the video. The fucking the prosecutor was like, oh, and I like this one a lot. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck?
Y'all some patronizing ass niggas. Y'all ain't shit.
Yo, listen, Young Thug do got a song called I Killed Before. So, I mean, it's like, nigga, what you think was going to happen, bro? What you think was going to happen, man? Oh, man.
Artistic expression, bro.
In facts, man, they violating the First Amendment with that shit, but I ain't
really, when you really think about it, like no bullshit, that is like kind of, it's fucked up with the whole like we can use rap lyrics against you unless it explicitly details something in accordance with an investigation, then fine. But like artists are allowed to express themselves, and however, like niggas front on their lyrics all the goddamn time. All right, they don't say nothing about nothing. So come on now.
Man. Who would have thought Young Thug was really like this, though, man? He's really in them streets.
Who would have thought he was a young thug? Oh, my goodness.
I hear me, though. What if OJ Simpson drop a track, bro?
Damn.
I mean, listen, y'all going to listen to it, though, right? Y'all definitely going to listen to it. Y'all listen to it.
Hell yeah, fuck the book, man. Drop a track.
Nah, I can't listen to it, man. Kendrick told me like that guy ain't no good, man.
But he is not your savior.
He told me that guy is no good. So I'm gonna listen to Kendrick. And then real quick before we wrap this podcast up, we're gonna talk about the Grammys, man. How'd y'all feel about that's rap album going to Tyler the Creator over Donda?
Let's go.
Damn, so man, Mike went the fuck out.
My nigga, that was a win for Philly. All right.
It was. I said the same thing. Like it's a dub for Philly, dog. Fuck it. Gangsta Grills, man.
Not even just. It felt validating for me personally as somebody that was my primary music taste growing up with the Gangsta Grills and everything. For Gangsta Grills to be a concept in an album and for it to be recognized it's can't say nothing about it, man. It was great. It's great to have that kind of sort of recognition, to have something that I've grown up listening to have that sort of level of recognition, because that Gangsta Grills was an era. All right. It deserves its respect and recognition in the hip hop community and in the musical community as well, because the mixtape era transitioning into a mainstream space is not that way without Gangsta Grills.
Yeah.
Big factoids. I mean, like I said, I told y'all on that podcast that we recorded fucking 6 months ago that I didn't care who won. I mean, there's a lot of good choices there. I was kind of rooting for Donda because that was my favorite album last year. But shout out to Tyler the Creator, man. He got it, man. Got it. And I can't believe they gave him to him like literally like it almost feels like he got it 2 years in a row almost. But he did. Yeah. But
yeah. He did that though, man. Tyler came correct. Okay, I told y'all niggas, okay? He did not come to play for that album. He did not come to play on that album.
He didn't. But how'd you feel about the shit they did to Jasmine Sullivan, where they kind of like split the award between her and somebody else? It was like, I don't know.
Better than not see the Grammys, bro, so I can't speak.
Yeah, none of us. I didn't see that shit either.
Nobody watched it. Yeah, nobody watched it. I ain't give a fuck. But I just wanted to bring that up real quick, man, because it's been a long ass podcast, man. We've been talking.
Shout out to all the other DJs in the mixtape game, okay? That that paved the way and everything. The Desert Storms, the White Owls, the Holiday Seasons, all that. Okay, this is all fucking the Empire mixtapes with that dude. Fucking what's it? The white dude and shit. That fucking holy shit. Where'd you find this? Damn son, where'd you find this? There we go.
Stop. Real shit, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mixtape era, bro. All right. Listen, that's a podcast in and of itself because we need to revisit some of our like old favorite mixtapes that kind of like influence the sound of today and so on.
We got it. We're gonna do it one day, man. Like I said, we're gonna get a little bit more consistent with these music podcasts. Because it's been like 3 months. People been all up on me about this podcast, and y'all finally got it. We just wanted to wait till the right time.
And we giving them a lot too. Giving them a lot.
So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, man. This was a good episode. I thought it was fun. I had a really good time, but we gonna wrap this joint up, man, because I got a stream I gotta go do. I'm already like an hour and a half late, but it's all good because I told everybody I was gonna be late because I'd rather give y'all this. This podcast, man. I need to give y'all this, man. I need to give y'all this. But we're gonna wrap this joint up. Russell, what's your closing statement for episode 34? What you got to say to peoples?
Nothing, man. It was a blast. I'm glad I was able to make it. Thank you to everybody that's listening. Thank you to everybody that gives feedback. It's a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what's your Instagram? Shout your Instagram out, man, because I'm gonna definitely be putting you in the description for the podcast.
Instagram wordbird93. Also want to say, like I said, I'm in the best place I've been in a long time, and all that comes with just a lot of perspective thinking. You know what I'm saying? It takes some time. Take as much time as y'all need. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that what you're doing with that time is progressive. You know what I'm saying? You see progression, and you start getting proud of yourself. Self-esteem sets the path for a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And
big facts.
Yes, sir. You'll be surprised what you're capable of, because I'm definitely surprised with what I'm capable of now, and I don't feel the need to turn back. You know what I'm saying? So once you're on that path, a lot of good things come, and that don't mean everything is fixed. Yeah, that don't mean everything in your life is fixed just like that. As long as you got the pathway to happen in due time, that's what I
big facts, man. And listen, not that I want to spoil anything, but I'm gonna put this on wax for y'all right now. I have been. A lot of people have been kind of wanting to talk to me about kind of mental health and stuff like that. This would have been the month to do it. I did plan to do it with a couple other streamers, but I actually wanted to bring y'all in a podcast form. So if my boy Russell, Warren, and maybe some other people from the podcast crew was willing to get together and maybe give y'all like a mental health podcast, just know it's coming, man. We just got to work it up in there, man. We got to work it up in there, but facts. My man's talk to him, dog, man. Success comes at your own pace, man. Don't put a time limit or I got to be this age to be right. And listen, take your time, man. Take your time, man. Yes, sir. Warren, what you got to say to him, man?
First of all, like shout out to Bird for actually making it, man. We was gonna go ahead and do this without you, but honestly, the quality wouldn't have been the same if you wasn't able to make it. So like you are value added to this situation. So it's like, yo, this wouldn't be as good as it was if you wasn't here. Okay, so I'm absolutely ecstatic that you was able to make it.
Thank you, man. But I feel the same way.
But other than that, to kind of stick to the whole mental health part, I'm just gonna be concise with it, man. Like if you have the resources and whatnot, go to therapy. As somebody who's I'm 5-6 sessions deep into my own therapy and everything, I can't tell you how valuable and beneficial it has been for me, and not just my own self-perception, but how it's reaffirmed my identity and the kind of person that I am and want to aspire to be along the way. So sometimes you need that impartial voice. Sometimes you need that organization to kind of drown out any sort of negative feedback that you may be putting upon yourself. So,
that's the right word too. Organization. Yep.
Yeah. So never hesitate to kind of reach out and honestly, you may have Here's my message to y'all. Okay, y'all have friends and everything like that. Y'all can talk about your problems and everything, but understand this: they are not your therapist.
Right.
As your friends, their role for you when you're going through something is to be a support.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They are there to, get your mind off things, for you to vent, for you to kind of process things through them. And sometimes it just helps to kind of talk that. But as far as like getting to the solution, at the end of the day, what therapy does is it empowers you to be the one to find those solutions.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I implore anybody, it's like, don't do the cheap way. Try to talk to your friends, because that's going to be a burden upon them to kind of look to depend upon them to do something that they aren't qualified or trained or specialized in being able to do for you. But they will be your friends at the end of the day. If they're truly your friends, they will support you in that process of growth and development.
Yes.
100%.
But as far as getting the ball rolling, go to therapy, y'all. Don't get a self-help book or nothing like that. Go to therapy.
Yep.
Your friends are not your savior. No, but well said, man. Well said, well said, well said, well said. Very good closing message. And I'm gonna close my closing message for y'all is going to be to piggyback off of what Warren said, man. Shout out to Russell, man. I was so happy to hear that you could make it today, because today was the only day I'm kind of booked. I'm booked up all the way until like Sunday.
Some
I got
last minute shit.
yeah,
Bro.
I got
At
so
the
much
fucking buzzer, bro. Like,
yo,
damn.
I love you. I love you for coming out, man. Thank you, man. You like you said, you both of you guys, man. Y'all make the show. People love y'all, man. They love what y'all bring. Uh, both of y'all to the podcast, and I appreciate y'all for doing that. Thank you for helping this thing that I'm building grow. Because we about to actually hit a year on the podcast, June 1st. So
Okay, congrats, man.
we'll be giving y'all 34 episodes, you know what I mean, in 1 year. We plan to give y'all way more and way more content down the line, man. Just thank you guys, man. Thank both of you guys. Shout out to E-Night and the rest of the gaming podcast side. Vitani, everybody who comes out and supports. Just, we got a lot of things coming in June, to be honest. I got some more creative spotlights coming for you guys. The next episode should be a creative spotlight. So we're going to kind of shine the light on another creator within the gaming sphere, and we're going to talk some gaming news, because a lot of shit's been happening. But to piggyback off the mental health shit, we're definitely going to get a podcast of that together for y'all, man, because my thing is, I talk about it a lot on stream, more than on the podcast. Mental health is very important. A lot of y'all listening may know my story and the things that I've went through in particular, and just understand that no battle is unbeatable, man. You can make it through everything if you put your mind to, man. You might get knocked down 9 times, but just get up 10, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cardi B said, man, just do what you got to do to keep striving for greatness and becoming the better version of yourself every time you look in that mirror. Every time you look in that mirror and you can say, yo, like I'm happy with the person, the man, woman, they, them that I'm becoming. I mean, and hey, man, more power to you, man, because that's the way life is, man. Just you got to keep striving, man. There's a lot of shit out here that's keeping people down. It's just, we live in trying times. It's fucked up out here. You know what I mean? It costs fucking $2.13 for a hash brown at McDonald's. You know what I mean? It's just
gas up to $5 a gallon, dog. Man, it's tough out here. We struggling.
Wait, gas is officially
Y'all
at
at
5?
At $5. Dog, I paid $5. I had 5, yes. I paid just yesterday or 2 days ago. I paid $5 a gallon at a Sunoco, dog. It's fucked up out here, man.
Hell to the no. God damn.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news on this part of this podcast, dog. We gonna end on a negative note. $5 a gallon, y'all. We fucked up out here.
It's still in the 4s in Philly, man. It's 484 out here.
It's coming for you. They coming.
Damn, 484.
Yeah,
484. Where I'm at right now, it's at 389.
What?
I'm saying that.
What?
Yeah, 389, my niggas.
I'm driving out there to get some gas and then driving
we
back.
Out there.
You wanna know something? You wanna know something that I paid attention to? I feel like it's because out here you don't have public transportation like that, so niggas have to drive. Okay, So I feel like in the city, maybe that might be it because you do have the option of public transportation. So that's the only part that I can say to like try to justify it.
Okay. But we're going to wrap this joint up, man. Like I said, thank you guys for watching, man. Make sure you guys go follow me on my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, at BlazeDXInferno. And follow me on Twitch because I'm about to stream literally right now. I'm about to get up out this chair and go get in this other chair and go stream for y'all. I'm streaming Apex, all that shit, over at twitch.tv/BlazedXinferno. You already know what it is, man. Like I said, I want to congratulate my boy Warren and Byrd for another successful music podcast. We're going to get a little bit more consistent with it. And like I said, we're going to bring that mental health episode out for y'all, man. So I appreciate y'all coming out. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode and have a good rest of your day, night. Whenever y'all listen to this show, man, take it easy, man. And remember, Kendrick Lamar is not your savior.
And we are not affiliated with YSL.
Facts.
And it's almost dry.
Damn. We out. Peace.